Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to the
Hello.
stream, friends.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello,
Good day.
hello. How's everyone
My
doing
name
today?
is Albert Price.
Beautiful. See, everything would be beautiful, but I've just realized that a bunch of people are wearing black today, and
Haha.
let me fix this real quick whilst I
Did you forget our black bars?
Yep,
I can
yeah,
fix-
maybe. I thought I was ready, but I was not. Hello, friends.
Gosh
I'm
darn
all
it,
the way
it's
not there.
spoiling it. Everyone's gonna melt
No,
into the
my
background. That's what this
immersion!
campaign does.
I'm actually not wearing black. I'm wearing a heather
You're
gray.
fine.
But
You're fine.
you know, you're
Let me
so
just
2000.
let me
I'm
sort
actually
this
wearing
out.
a navy blue.
Let me sort this out.
so...
But hello, everyone. Welcome to this
Hello.
very, very, very professional
you-
stream. I hope you guys can hear us and everything sounds good. And
Is our video
everything's-
live? You're sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's not for me.
It's very much live.
We are live on the
Yeah, it's
internet.
definitely
Aaron.
live. Yeah.
We are.
We are
Okay,
on
cool.
the interwebs.
We are on the internet.
Oh, Pulse, I'm alive.
Are we? Guys, I'm not live. I'm definitely dead.
Guys, Aaron isn't live. Aaron's letting us down.
Well, no,
Aaron's letting
Etch
the
is
team
gonna
down.
die.
Well, we've known that.
Speaking of people letting the team down, Buddy is not here today, friends.
Oh, he did let
Neither
us
is
down.
neither is
He had
Offbeat
personal
Outlaw right now
stuff.
because he is covered by a black box. We'll stay.
Well,
Try
now
and-
I've got. Well, now
There
I've
we
got my
go.
blue cardigan
There he
on,
is.
so-
Oh yeah. Rocking that
Um,
Adam Rose energy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is
Roll.
you know what, guys, this is fine. Everyone, this is fine. This is a-okay. Everything is fine. It's not.
We are professional. We appreciate your patience. Everyone, let's give a big round of internet applause to Ben for keeping us cool throughout this
Yeah.
entire thing.
So quick little
Yeah, well, didn't
backstory
stress.
for those of you
Can we
who
get
are
some claps
who-
in the chat?
for those of you
Only
who may
hand
not be
claps,
regular
not
to the
hand
stream.
claps. Nope.
I'm not usually the person who hosts the stream. It's usually our host Buddy. But he is not here today because he is doing other things. I mean, what could be more important than playing D&D with the homies? Like, really? Like,
We know what's more
what could be more important than that? But apparently he's got more important things to do. So he is not here today. Yeah, that's V's camera's also like, I thought it was just offbeat, but nope. It's V letting us down as well. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But
Hey,
yeah,
the
so,
man is across 2 oceans from you.
But yeah, so this is me hosting today. So we won't have like music or anything like that, I'm afraid. It is a very temp setup, but we appreciate everyone being here and being in the chat anyways, and hanging out and having a good time. The show will be amazing because we have our two lovely DMs with us today and all of our lovely players minus Bertie. So yeah, everyone is here. I think we are all good to go. If I just plonk that there, it's going to annoy me if I don't get it right. That should be fine. Everything is fine. There we go. You wouldn't know that there's a
You're
problem.
doing
We're fine.
Great.
Everything is great. But hello, everyone. Welcome to This Show is a Mimic. I've been talking for like 10 minutes, pretty much.
You've
And I'm
been
only doing
live
the
for,
intro
like,
now.
12.
But yes, hello, welcome everyone to This Show is a Mimic. This is our stream. We do streams on both Fridays and Saturdays at the moment. But here on Fridays, we have our Bioshock campaign, which is being run by our two lovely DMs up here. These two lovely people right here. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, and then fellow players, go ahead and introduce yourselves as well. So we'll start with our lovely DMs.
All right. Hello, my name's Britt. What am I today? Breaker of Souls? Am I
Something
Breaker-
like
no, I'm
Destroyer of Souls.
I'm Destroyer of Souls. Yes. I am the Destroyer of Souls.
When you combine,
you can
he's
find me on
Ray is Breaker of Spirits. So when you guys combine, you become Breaker of Souls. That's what happens when they
that is
DM
a
at the same
beautiful
time.
couple
That's what
name.
happens. We're all gonna
Wow.
die, basically. Is the conclusion from this.
Couple goals.
Yo,
That's
Yeah.
our couple name.
What's your ship name?
yeah.
Breaker of Souls.
Oh no. Oh dear.
That's beautiful. Anyway, so I'm Britt. You can find me on TikTok at gingerly.bernisla, although that's probably going to change because that's a mouthful. I was known as it's a lot. I was known as Dungeon Mancha. You can find me on D&D Mom's Twitch channel sometimes as well, doing some one-shots. I'm going to try to get my own channel up and running at some point. You can find me on Twitch at Dungeon Mancha. I'm probably just going to go back to Dungeon Mancha. Yeah, so I do this. I also play in you are over here now. I play in this guy's campaign, a homebrew campaign as well. He can tell you more about that. But yeah, I'm here to break some souls. Apparently, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we told you this campaign was was Bioshock. It's actually Dark Souls, apparently. Who knew? Who knew?
Yes. Brit, next campaign.
Oh my
campaign, let's
god!
go.
Oh my god! A Dark
Yeah, but then we
Souls
just die in
campaign.
the first
No,
session.
don't give her ideas. She has too many campaigns already. Oh my god!
This
But
is
high
true.
key.
Focus, Brett.
Um,
Focus.
Would play. Would play.
Hey guys, I'm Ray. I am the Breaker Spirits. That's me. You can find me on TikTok at Small Warlock, SMOL, because I am the small. I run a Westmarch D&D server based in the magnificent city of Ravnica. You can find the link to that in my TikTok bio. Wonderful server. We got a bunch of great GMs that are running it. It runs pretty much 24/7. Lovely community. If you'd like to come join, you are more than welcome to. And yes, I am also running my homebrew campaign called Sinren, which is based in it's also based in a city, but this city's encapsulated by a bubble. No one gets in, no one gets out, and it's a giant mystery. So I have another Discord for that. I'm gonna be making a promo video for that probably tomorrow. So you guys can come and see that one as well. I do that on Sundays from 12 to 4 EST.
Beautiful. And then we'll go over to our lovely player, starting with he's totally ready because he's not looking at his phone. Offbeat Outlaw.
Hello, homies. My name's Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on TikTok under that name. You can also find me on YouTube under that name. I actually made a whole new video today. Like, wow, beautiful. And right now, that's basically the only way you can interact with me other than here, on this Twitch stream and on Thursdays of the Longshot RPG.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, that's me.
That is the man himself.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
Well, it all started. All right, before we get into that story, though, V, go for it.
Hello, I am Mr. V at The Adventures of Mr. V on TikTok. Yeah, for now I'll be on here every week on Friday. There may be some other stuff coming up, but that's top secret. So you know. Yeah, and I'll be playing the character Bord the Bard in this little thing, the Warforged Bard.
Beautiful. Aaron.
Don't make me Junko pose.
Hey, I am Obsidian Olive pretty much anywhere. My name is Aaron. I play here on the Bioshock campaign, and I also play on our regular Swordin campaign on Saturdays here on Shazam. That's pretty much everywhere you'll be able to see me, but I currently in this campaign play the vigorous automation known as Etch, and that's me.
That is you. It's going to be a little awkward this week because you are usually Birdie's servant robot, but he's not here. So you are a free
I am
bot.
the master now. Hey, look at
You're
me.
a free bot.
Look at me. I am the master now.
He's a free bot,
hello.
everyone. He's free.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm playing a big daddy named Iota.
Yeah.
And I've got a little daughter. Her name's Lucy, and I love her very much.
And she will
if
die at
anything
some point, definitely.
And if
She will
anything
die
hap-
this episode.
And if something happens to her, I'll kill everyone and then myself. This is not a threat.
This is a promise.
When Iota finds out about
I'm
Etch's
gonna hold you to
self-destruct
it.
button.
And of course,
Um,
last but
hello,
certainly
everybody.
not least, our boy Lucas.
I am Lucas. Lucas is stressed on TikTok. You can find me obviously here, but also in the Wonka kind of 5-shot / mini campaign on the D&D Moms channel. Also DM'd by the two wonderful DMs of this campaign. Come check us out, twitch.tv / the D&D Mom. Follow and you'll see when we go live. I don't know if we have our next session fully scheduled yet. It's been a little chaotic trying to get that. However,
scheduling.
Keep an eye out for that. Other than
Yeah.
that, you can also find me in some of the one-shots down on the Arcane Adventurers channel, twitch.tv / Arcane Adventurers. It's a really fun time. They also have a regular Tuesday campaign. I don't play in that, but check them out as well. That's pretty much everywhere you can find me.
Beautiful. Couple quick
Oh, and
announcements.
I play a warlock named Eternus. Sorry.
Yes.
Also Warforged.
A robot.
Gotta
Robot.
remember.
A robot.
And I didn't really introduce myself because I was all over the place and desperately trying to hand it off to someone else. But I am Ben. Hello, Ben is D&D on TikTok and on Instagram and other places. I am playing Protector, a prototype Protector. Yes, I know the name is ironic. I named the character first. I promise you. But yeah, that's me.
That.
That's me. So a couple of other quick little things. Our regular Sorodin show, as Aridin mentioned, is tomorrow on Saturday. It will be starting an hour later than usual. We normally start at 2:30 p.m. EST. That's maths. I remember.
Yes,
I remember EST.
30 EST, and we will be starting at 3:30 tomorrow.
Yes,
EST.
we'll be starting an hour late due to because our lovely DM Birdie, we can't actually play without him because he is our DM. But he has a commitment till later on, so we have to start about an hour late, which is fine. So the campaign will be going ahead tomorrow. Be regular episode of the campaign. I know we had a one shot last week, but the regular campaign will be going ahead tomorrow. It'll just be an hour later than usual, which means we'll play an hour later than usual. It'll be the same length. And it should be a really good episode. If you're not caught up already, head over to the YouTube channel, which is the same as on here. This show is a mimic. All the episodes, I believe, are on there. Episodes 1 to 4. The one shot is yet to go up on there, and I don't believe episode 1 of this show is on there yet, but it will at some point. You can find all the stuff either here on Twitch or on the YouTube channel. We also have a TikTok page as well. I've only posted one video on there so far, but it is, just this show is a mimic as well, if you want to go follow that. Just this show is a mimic on everything. Those are our 2 current shows that we have, as this show and the show tomorrow. But I think I've rambled for long enough, so I think it is time for me to take the reins and hand them over to our lovely DMs and begin the session, I think. Are those grabby hands? You just give me the reins, please. Give me power. Go for it.
Yes, let me have this show as a mimic. All right. So, where we left our party of Warforged and one human off, I was gonna say something like intrepid heroes, but I was like, no, you guys are just robots.
Nah, we're just bots. We're just chilling.
Intrepid
Robot-
gears.
little girl.
At this point.
You're
Whether
here
or
to
not
vibe
we're
and vibe
heroic
only.
has yet to be seen.
I did just murder a woman.
And I threatened someone to the point of passing out.
You
He did do
All I
that.
did was fall
That is a
onto
thing
it.
that he
It's
did
okay.
do.
It was a big chaotic time. Everyone was stressed.
Everyone.
I don't sense no stress.
For reason, and for rightful reason. For you see, we are in a. By the way, this is the disclaimer that this is not exactly to a T Bioshock timeline. This is based in the realm, in the story setting.
Yes,
of
this
Bioshock
is
and
not
Bioshock
canon
Infinite.
Bioshock.
This is not canon, although there will be reoccurring characters from both series or from all 3 games.
You're not sponsored
Plus
by
So
Bioshock.
yes, the
Yeah.
rights,
We are
the
not
rights to
sponsored.
Bioshock belong to the. We don't have the rights to Bioshock.
In case
This
you
is
weren't wondering, our stream with
Please don't
45
sue us.
viewers does not have Bioshock rights.
We are not affiliated with 2K in any way.
yes.
This
This is just a fun D&D campaign. So please.
Although 2K,
please don't
we
sue.
would love to be.
Oh yeah,
Also,
if you want to send me an email,
Hey, what's up?
this show is a mimic at gmail.com. I'm just saying. Saying.
I would love to see them try. I would love to see them try. Also not sponsored by Brian David Gilbert. Yes, so so the way that the timeline works in this world is you have before lighthouse convergence and lighthouse convergence. For you see, there is one lighthouse in the material plane. This lighthouse is essentially neutral ground for communication between Rapture and between Columbia. So this is the first time at this conference known as the First Transcontinental Technocratic Trade Negotiations. This was a conference that is taking place in 64 LC, Lighthouse Convergence. Columbia has been in the sky for about 200 years. Rapture has been beneath the sea for about 80 or 90 years. So, our characters were asked for one reason or another to attend this conference, for which voices from Rapture and voices of Columbia would be speaking about different negotiations regarding technological trades and even political trades, and perhaps even religious and governmental ideologies being exchanged as well. However, this conference, while it was a little bit tense at first, given the rocky relationship between Rapturians and Columbians, just on an ideological level, they're completely different. There were a couple of shady characters that seemed to be setting off the mood a little bit. And as the conference continued, as our characters interacted with each other, interacted with a couple of important NPCs, a couple of characters from both Rapture and Columbia, a little bit of an explosion happened. So that was cute.
A little bit.
Little bit. Wasn't
Aaron
quite sure.
Aaron
It only
almost
knocked
Yeah.
two of
exploded.
us unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, only two of us.
Yeah, the
Only
one that
two
would
of them
blow
were
up.
not
if
ET
you
squad
died.
for life.
Only only
So
brought
yeah.
Etch within one death save of dying. And
Yeah,
bleeding.
we nearly killed. Oh my gosh! Wow,
Everyone.
Edge. Everyone. Also everyone. There were also a couple of service bots from Columbia that were activated at that point and started to turn on everyone. So at first it seemed like to be a Columbian attack, but the Columbians knew nothing of this, so maybe it was a Rapturian attack, but they didn't seem to know anything of it either. So after a while, the robots started turning on the people, debris was falling everywhere. Finally, the steward who had ushered our characters into the conference tried to usher everyone out. Our lovely boy George, our precious boy George.
I love him. He will live with us, and he will be part of this campaign till the end. He's
I'm
not allowed
killing
to
him
leave.
next session.
Please.
You'll kill my daughter before this other guy? Disgusting.
Only one at a time. Come on.
So yeah, George ushered you guys away, along with two other NPCs. You were ushered away with the unconscious body of one of the characters who was acting a little bit suspiciously. The woman was the person that you're running off with. And you are also running off with a member of the Church of Columbia. His name is Henry. He, dark-skinned man, bald, I believe I described him as, and wearing robes of the church, essentially. So yeah, you guys were last seen running off to the last aerosphere, headed towards Columbia. The aerosphere had just closed. Excuse me. And the last thing you guys heard was over the intercom, the aerospace saying, "Now departing for the great city of Columbia. Please fasten your seatbelts and prepare for your departure." So, what are you guys doing?
I am fastening my seatbelt.
And preparing for departure.
We learn from our mistakes.
Do you guys? Do you guys? I had no choice last time.
Eternus puts on his seatbelt.
I place Lucy in her seat, and I fasten her seatbelt for her. And then I
She
fasten
gives you a
myself.
little thumbs up.
I give
You-
her
Oh.
like
I'm
a.
not sure if I'll have
I
enough
like-
time to properly restrain this woman that I've carried in.
Etch is going to make sure that Elias is strapped in, and then make sure Eternus is strapped in, and then strap himself in.
Yes, Etch, please tighten my seatbelt, please. A little tighter.
Thank you. Elias will be voiced by.
Yeah. I'm gonna make
Beautiful.
sure that
Okay.
this member of the church is also. I'm gonna make sure he's okay. Then make sure he's I'm just making sure everyone's got their seatbelts fastened, because some weird part in the back of my brain thinks that that's a good idea. I don't know how I know that, but
Was it the voice over
it's
the
part of me
intercom?
yeah, probably.
Some
Okay,
part
so
of you
the
knows
sphere-
I need to protect.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So the sphere explodes.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
kidding,
I
I'm
thought you
kidding.
were actually going.
Don't do that to me, homie.
PPK.
Nope. Sorry.
Do it, you won't.
You would kill us at the beginning of session 2.
So-
Jonas is still technically at 1 HP, so.
As the aerosphere begins to shake and begins to take off, George rushes over and he's very frazzled at the moment. So he, without thinking or really looking, he goes and he grabs his seatbelt, starts to tighten, and looks over and realizes staring up at Iota. He just kind of freezes.
Fasten your seatbelt. Do you
Okay.
require aid in fastening your seatbelt?
No, I think I got it. It's good. I got it. Thank.
I give him a thumbs up back in return.
And Lucy looks over the lap of Iota and just goes,
Why are you all giving
Yeah.
the thumbs up?
He thought he needed help with his seatbelt, but then he didn't.
I'm sure he's
I am rewarding him for his accomplishment.
He did good.
done
Okay.
did. All right.
A grand accomplishment indeed.
So
So
the
savage.
aerosphere rattles and rumbles, and then you hear over the intercom, "Ascension has begun," and you feel yourselves being lifted out from the lighthouse. For those of you who look out the window, there are 6 portholes in this aerosphere. For those of you who have a window seat, you look out and you can see just vast sea, vast ocean, with one little pinpoint in the center of it, which is the lighthouse, and you see smoke rising from it. The lighthouse still stands, but there is still fire and smoke, and you can still smell that sulfur. Only for a little bit before you continue to ascend into the clouds. I need everyone to make a dexterity check for me
Oh
with
my
advantage
God.
because you are all belted in.
17. Is this a dexterity check or a dexterity save?
Check.
Okay, okay.
Oh, no.
Eternus, if you just said something, I think you were muted.
Yeah, I forgot to turn my mic back on. I just made a joke.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
just rolled a
14
1
for
and a
etch and a
2.
10 for. Oh no!
All right, here we go, boys.
14.
No.
Can
All right,
provide-
dexterity check. That is a
Time to go
straight
back
15.
to being unconscious.
Can I give Board can I reach out and just shove anyone who looks like they're about to fall from their seat just like into their seats as like a reaction?
That's a 10 from or a 10 from Elias and a 14 from Etch.
Iota, I'll have you make a perception check on top of this, if you would like.
Oh no.
Just
That's a 15.
15? Okay, yeah, you notice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone who has a 10 and above.
Oh, such a low DC as well.
Yeah. It was, yeah. You guys are rattling, and it's jarring to some of you. Some of the circuitry within all of your bodies might be a little bit off kilter for a hot second, but nothing that your recalibration systems can't handle. Bored, however, oh boy.
Oh boy. Da, 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 da.
The family, your company did not equip you for transplanar travel. So even though you're trying to stay back onto your seatbelt, at one point the aerosphere lurches forward, and you basically knock your head straight into the seat in front of you. But it would have been harder, but the big, monstrous-looking thing in front of you just so happened to reach around and just grab you by the shoulder.
Gave him a reach around,
And-
huh?
Give him a reach around.
Old Big Daddy reach around. Horrifying.
Oh dear.
Hated.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
So yeah, this big daddy figure has saved you from basically knocking your bolts unconscious.
Thank you, good sir.
Fasten your seatbelt tighter.
Yes, of course. And now, bored with his -1 strength, is just gonna just hold on as hard as he can.
For dear life.
Oh dear.
It
All
was
right,
certainly
so-
unexpected.
So, as this is happening, you then hear the countdown continue. Arrival in 5, 4, 3. Clouds keep rushing past you. 2. You feel the air around you get a little bit lighter. 1. You see the lights in the aerosphere blink off and on, off and on. It looks like an emergency is about to happen. And then suddenly you emerge from the clouds. You see brilliant white light shine in through the aerosphere, and you hear hallelujah. And
I was
you
waiting
look
for
out.
that.
Yep.
Ah.
And you look out, and you see a glorious, glorious city. Brick structures, zeppelins flying past. It looks like different islands, but they're attached to each other with bridges. And nothing above you but blue sky, white fluffy clouds. It seems as though these islands are built upon the clouds, which is incredible. On a couple of the buildings, you see propaganda. For those of you who are from here, it is of the Prophet. For those of you who are not familiar, the aerosphere passes by a poster just completely painted over the side of a building. And it shows a man with a white beard, white, well-groomed hair, and the text says, "All hail Prophet Comstock."
Seeing that will give Protector, knowing that he's back and seeing this somewhat familiar landscape before him. Or, would you call it landscape? I guess so. I mean, it's in the air. Does it count as airscape? Yeah, seeing this airscape in front of him, it's going to give him, and seeing the statue of the Prophet, it's going to, this is something he will have seen before. It's going to give him kind of almost a sense of relief of, and I'm back to a little bit more of normality, at least for now. So it's going to give him a big sense of relief to be back.
Beautiful.
That's all I owe to
man.
say.
All right. As you guys continue to look out of the aerosphere, you see a bridge. Like, it basically looks like the Brooklyn Bridge, attaching the main hub of islands to an island farther off in the distance. And on that island farther in the distance, you see a statue. And it's far away to look just like a person, but you know, based on how far away it is, it's a massive statue of a woman with wings. For those of you who are from Colombia, you know this to be Monument Island. For those of you who are not from Colombia, it's just a massive statue of an angel with her arms outstretched, looking as though she's welcoming everyone into this grand city. And for those who can see a little bit farther away, you do see at her feet, in like neon lights, Monument Island. So you do see that. You hear over the intercom of the aerosphere, like just a nice calming violin music of a hymn. For those of you who are from Colombia, it's basically the hymn "Nearer My God to Thee," but played on a nice little violin. Because, you know, religion. And the aerosphere continues to descend. You see a glistening bronze zeppelin move past your vision. And it continues to descend, and you see the Colombian flag atop a giant bell tower. And then you feel the aerosphere as it sort of locks into place. on the top of this bell tower. And you feel the aerosphere begin to, almost on a pulley system, descend.
Nice.
You hear Henry say, well, it appears we're going to be in through the Welcome Center. For those of you who aren't from here, be prepared. It can be rather jarring for those who aren't familiar with our way of life. And as you continue to descend, you see coming through the aerosphere window glistening streams of light. And you see massive cogs rotating through this bell tower. And once I can get the actual script up, give me a moment, because I want to do this right. I want to do this correctly.
Oh yeah. There'll be someone in chat
yeah.
being like, well, actually,
Yeah,
you said this wrong. You said this word wrong, actually.
There's always
So
one.
as you begin,
You don't have to
always
call me
one.
out like that, man.
We know, but hey! So you begin to descend, and it's not just in one window, it's in every single window. And you see bars, like just great bridges almost in your field of vision. And in that field of vision is almost laser etched out so that the streaming light filters through these letters. And one bridge, it says, "Why would he send his savior unto us?" You continue to descend. Another bar. "If we will not raise a finger for our own salvation." You see the cogs continue to turn as you continue to descend lower, chains descending you. Another bar. "And though we deserved not his mercy," continue to descend, "he has led us to this new Eden." You continue to descend.
As,
One more.
As these are coming, these are words I would have seen before, wouldn't they? Just yeah.
Yes.
As I'm seeing them, just kind of almost like under his breath, Protector would be like muttering these words to himself as he sees them, like knowing what's coming next, almost like starting just before it appears. Which to everyone else would be a little bit confusing and jarring, because they'd be like, well, how are you reading it before it's there? But he knows, like it's in there. He knows what's coming, so he just starts reading it before it's even there.
Are you saying this stealthily at all?
No. He's literally just muttering it to himself. Like, I mean, people can try and listen if they really want to, but he's literally just like muttering the words under his breath, like almost in like a respectful way.
Next. Henry, who's next to you, he's doing the same thing.
Right, fair.
And he's saying it as he continues to descend. A last chance of redemption. And you continue to descend. The windows pass by. And now you are descending in what looks like to be a tunnel. Red lights pass you by as you're descending. Who has the body of the unconscious person?
That would be me.
Yeah, that's V.
That would be me.
Yeah, I would believe that would be bored.
Great. Okay. Let me roll for something real quick. Hello?
Oh, no.
That's cocked. Yeah, no. Never mind. Carry on. Yeah, so red lights continue to descend. You don't need to pay attention to that.
But I should.
Continue to descend. But you should. And finally, as you descend past these red lights, the tunnel gives way to another brilliant burst of orange and yellow light. And it's only in one window, right where Protector is. But for those of you who see, the orange light comes streaming in. For those of you who look, you see a glorious, articulately made stained glass window. And above it is a scroll that reads, "And the prophet shall lead his people to the new Eden." And this stained glass window is of the same old man from that poster, valiantly standing forward in a blue suit, pointing upward towards a city in the clouds. And the people around him are basically, it's a Renaissance painting. Some people look aghast, some people look in awe, some people are like fainting over how beautiful it is. And all of this is all before you. And it slowly descends, and it doesn't descend with a clatter. It slowly descends and rests on the ground. You then hear, and the aerosphere opens up like a flower.
That's
And you
so
hear over the intercom, "Yay!" And the intercom says, "Feel free to unfasten your seatbelts and enjoy the Welcome Center."
At this point,
Beautiful as ever.
Eternus, I think once he was buckled in and the trip had begun, you saw the lights of his eyes go dim for a little bit as he kind of almost looked asleep for a bit, and then they brighten. He straightens up, and his hands immediately go to a new orb. Well, not a new orb, but an orb that he hadn't previously interacted with, as he pulls it off of his neck and kind of like looks at it for a while, and then as he begins to like tinker with it, a golden energy field shoots out from it and surrounds him, and I'm casting False Life because I'm at 1 HP and I need something.
It's a good call.
I mean,
So,
I could heal you.
That's gonna be 7 points of temporary HP, so total 8.
Beautiful. We love to see it.
I unfasten
Actually, no,
my
can I?
seatbelt and then Lucy's seatbelt. And then I go to board and I say,
Thank you.
Do you need help unfastening your seatbelt?
I'm quite okay, big fella. It's okay. I've got it.
Okay.
and then I pick up Lucy and put her on my shoulder.
However, if you could help me with this woman over here, if that's still possible.
Nope.
Walks
Who
away.
is she?
I believe she's somebody who had a part in the explosion that just happened in the lighthouse.
Is she dead?
No, she's merely asleep. I'm assuming, still. I don't know if she's awake now.
Can you
I'm
roll a medicine check?
Henry,
Oh, medicine?
Yeah.
That would be a 23.
Okay, she's breathing. She's asleep. It seems like it's not exactly a restful sleep, but she's pretty deeply asleep.
Okay. Cool.
It's not my job to help people who can walk. Wake her up.
Yes, but it would be best if
We
we don't let her
harvest-
walk.
We can't harvest her
I
yet. She's
forgot
not
about
dead.
the harvesting. I forgot about that.
What was that about harvesting?
Oh,
I
no.
reached for my.
You
Yeah.
What?
I turn
You see-
to board and I go,
If she dies, we'll harvest the atom.
Lucy waves.
No one is
That
dying
was
in
a
the welcome
child.
center. Kind of look around at everyone talking about like dying, and I'm like, not here. Get out on the street if you want to do that. Not here.
Well, I'll try to pick her up. Guessing I wouldn't have any rope on me. I don't think I would.
I don't believe so, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Henry is gonna step forward. He's not a man of great stature, but he is gonna come up to you and he's going to say, I don't quite recognize her, but she seems to be from here. given the way she's dressed. So we might be able to take her to Preacher Whitting. He might know what to do. Here, I can help you, and he will assist you in carrying her.
I'm just saying, -1 strength does its thing, okay?
Fair. So, what's his face? Henry is going to assist you in carrying her. Gonna roll one more time. That'll do. Okay. So, as he starts to sort of shimmy his way underneath her arm, she sort of stirs awake.
Oh dear.
As she wakes up, where are you holding her board?
I was just going to have one arm here holding her arm and the other one up by her side and hoping he'd do the same thing.
And so Henry's on the other side then?
Yeah.
So she wakes up, she begins to stir awake. And she looks over to Henry. Her eyes kind of widen. She looks over to you, Board. Where are we?
We're currently in Colombia. And we're going to be taking you places that maybe you can explain what you were doing at the lighthouse.
All right. I can answer questions.
This is a sacred place, dear. It's not quite the time to answer these questions, but we'll bring you to someone who can. For now, we're going to keep a very close eye on you. Yeah.
Does she seem noticeably different from how she was acting at the party?
You didn't interact
with the person playing it.
You didn't interact with her. I don't think you interacted with her at all at the party, did you?
No, but when she shot me, it was I said you're not going anywhere, and she was like, "That's what you think," and then shot me.
Yeah, I think you're asking is there any recognition that you are the same person that she shot?
No. There is not.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, she it seems like she's still in the process of waking up. She's trying to understand everything, the situation that she's in. So, probably hasn't clicked for her yet, but it probably will.
Okay, cool. Because, I'm just gonna fasten it, and if you want me to make a grapple check, I can, but, yeah.
So, yeah, make a grapple check.
Yeah. Oof. So is this guy helping me so I get advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's worse. Oh no. 6.
I love when someone asks for advantage, being like, "Can I please get advantage?" Because they did a bad roll, and then they're like, "Yeah, you can have it." You roll and go, "Oh, that's worse." That's my favorite thing.
So
6.
So you grab so you kind of, as she wakes up, you start tightening your grip a little bit. It doesn't seem like she's resisting, so you get a handle on her.
Right. Okay. I'll take that as a win. Let's keep going.
Cool. So as you guys move forward and you step out of the aerosphere, the ground before you is actually all water. It's about maybe ankle deep of water. There are a bit of floating candles everywhere. Like in front of you, in front of this great golden stained glass window, there's a few steps that lead up to the, in front of the mural of Comstock. It's just utterly gorgeous. You see a couple of statues of cherubims next to it. To the right is a small little waterfall where the water seems to be coming from. To the left is a hallway that descends lower, and in that hallway is another statue. Where would you like to go?
I think Protector is gonna kind of slowly step out after kind of all this commotion and like answering these questions and stuff. He's gonna turn and look to the statue and kind of start making his way down into the water and start making his way across very slowly, kind of being very respectful and understanding that this is, you know, holy ground, and I think kind of passively trying to move slowly so that he doesn't disturb any of the candles. Like, he doesn't want to like make a little wave and accidentally take out a candle. He's just very slowly and respectfully moving through the water towards the did you say it was a mural or a statue? Or was it both?
So the mural is what is in front of you. The
Okay.
statue
Yeah,
is to the left.
Okay, yeah. Kind of make my way over towards the statue then, yeah.
Beautiful.
Eternus will pace forward, not at all walking slow, probably past Protector, and probably splashing a little bit of water onto the candles. As
If my robot face has eyebrows, they're angry. I don't think it does, so I kind of just look at you, but just know that underneath I'm frowning at you.
As I walk,
Fair.
my big heavy feet take big galomping steps and splash water over all of the candles.
As Elias and Etch begin to walk, Etch gets down on his knees and elbows and lets Elias walk over his back so he doesn't get his feet wet.
Well, that's gonna go because the entire area.
If
is
he needs to,
water.
he'll pick up Elias and he'll just keep walking. Elias cannot get his
That's
boots wet. He
probably what-
complains about his socks.
Oh dear.
So yeah, Edge, if you're picking up Elias, I'm gonna need you to make a strength check for me.
All right. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 d20s in this dice jail from last week. So let's hope these guys do better.
Okay.
Hey, 17 minus 1, 16.
Nice.
You have one strength too.
it's like
We
half
did
the
this last
party.
week, yeah. I think only Iota and who else? Protector have a positive strength.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Everyone else has got negative
Oh,
strength.
boy.
Oh,
We
no.
weak robot
Uh-huh.
boyos.
You can tell what we dumped.
Yup.
Why?
Yes, I can. All right. I'm gonna have to invest in a vigor that gives you guys strength. Okay. Right. So you pick up Elias, and Elias just kind of like drapes his arms over you, his bag in one hand, like a pistol in the other, and he's like, "All right, old boy, let's go. Let's go home."
And again, as he's given that command, Etch will click a recording from the back of his throat, and in Board's perfect voice, let's get this road on the go. No one has corrected him yet.
Protector
So,
isn't paying attention.
While there is this bit of distraction, one robot is picking up a person. One is gazing either at the individual that's splashing or at the murals around. Bored.
Yep.
You feel your hand slip as the woman pushes off of you and Henry, ducks down, and begins running.
Get her. Get her.
Eternus will pull an orb off of his neck, another orb, and use his second level spell, Hold Person. She's gonna need to make a wisdom save.
Well, first level's level
I was
2,
gonna
right?
say, wouldn't Board, because she's leaving his.
You're right. I'm sorry. This is prepared for level 3. Pretend that didn't happen.
I was
None of
gonna
that
say,
happened. My
okay.
bad.
Quick question:
Whoops.
Would Board get a attack of opportunity because she's leaving his space?
I would say yes.
Oh God, with what?
Grapple her.
Your
I don't know.
bonking fist that does 0 damage.
Your metal
just be
fist.
just be there,
Attempt
like,
another
get her.
grapple.
Oh wait, grapple.
Can I? Yeah, I'll attempt another grapple while Yeah, it's my attack.
Okay.
The metal fist somehow incapable of dealing damage.
Yes, 16.
All right. She also rolled 16.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Who's got a
you
higher
go
modifier?
and you as you go to grab her wrists, it's just a moment too late. Like your hands are closing around her wrist as she just barely manages to pull free.
Etch is gonna
Uh-oh.
look at Board very quickly. Is it necessary that we apprehend her?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna turn, and his arm is gonna split down the middle into a Y-shaped cannon, and he's gonna load in one of his pieces of non-lethal ammunition, and cast the catapult spell at her.
Oh my god.
This is a rubber ball that is gonna welt the shit out of her and maybe even
Ow.
knock her out, but it shouldn't kill her. It shouldn't kill her.
It's fine.
just-
I have healing. She is human, so I can do the healing. I can't remember. What did we decide the rules on that? Can I heal robots or not? I can't remember.
Let me see.
Because they're still technically
okay.
part.
Why
I
is it a
remember it
straight
saying
line?
with mending you can.
Okay, so so
Yes.
she has to make a dex save. Oh, she's gonna
Crap.
succeed this.
She's got to make a dex.
She's got to make a dex save. There's no way she fails this. My DC's so low.
Is your DC lower than 2?
No. Yes. Okay. She's gonna take some damage.
You know, sometimes it be like that though.
It really do be like that occasionally, just every once in a while. So she's gonna take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
So she pulls away from Board. Board reached out to grab her and just barely slips away. You call out and Board confirms, and so you just split your arm out and this. How big? Like this big?
Yeah, it's about like 2 50-cent pieces put together. It's
Yeah,
pretty decent.
Okay. Yeah. So there's
About
just
3
this.
pounds.
Or actually, this is a spell, right?
So for
Technically.
technically for Etch it's a spell, but it's all vigor powered. It's
So what
yeah.
does it look like as it fires?
So what it is you see the bucking bull vigor actually get loaded into his arm and very like quickly begin to rotate and rotate and rotate, and it's almost like a like a maglev system that just boom, fires it with very little sound as it just goes streaking across the sky, this blue rubber ball.
So there's this blue rubber ball that just through the air, it, like barely hurts, but there is a very audible thwack, followed by a.
Sounds like gym practice in the 5th grade.
And then
As-
Etch is gonna turn to Board and go, "I am rewarding him for his accomplishment," in the voice of Iota.
Oh.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
like
that'll
this
do.
robot.
That'll do. Yeah, sure, we can work with this.
So yeah, she's been knocked unconscious.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
She
sure
is
she's
now-
not dead.
She's face down in the water.
Oh no!
She's
How
drowning.
far away?
Henry is
How far,
rushing forward.
how far away is she
From who?
from me?
Not too far. I'd say she didn't even get past you yet.
Oh. I'm gonna pick her up and then I'm gonna hold her in my other arm, like a sack of potatoes.
He's gonna
As-
start poking her.
No harvesting yet.
As Lucy goes to poke, she's as Lucy goes to poke, she's specifically poking this massive welt that's appearing on her head.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll just turn to Etch and go.
Ray was taking a drink at the worst timing.
Good job, old boy. The master would be proud of you.
Elias is just like, yeah, that's what I made him to do.
Right. Forgot. I guess we could continue now.
Oh, I just realized my mic was off that whole time.
Oh no.
I was saying a whole thing. As you compliment him, Etch is gonna like hold up his thumb and look at it and look at you and look at it, and then his lenses will just unzoom as he absorbs a compliment, which is something he doesn't receive. Yeah, he's
That's
just
so
gonna kind of
wholesome.
like look around and then look back at his cannon and take aim at the body again.
Oh my god!
Should I attempt again?
Elias,
No,
Elias,
no.
no, not Elias. Etch, no. You once is enough. Once is enough. You're fine. Fine.
Yes. And yes.
I would like it to be known that this whole time, whilst all of this commotion's been going on behind him, Protect has just made his way over to the statue and is just examining it and is just like taking in this face, this familiar face, and just just looking the statue up and down. He can hear what's going on behind him. Doesn't care. He's just completely just like he's so entranced. Well, it's not that he doesn't care. He's so entranced by like the fact that he's like, right, I'm back. Oh, okay. This is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. We'll work it out. Things will. Hopefully, it'll be okay. It's been a day. Because for him, he's, as far as he's aware in terms of his memories, he's not slept since he woke up the morning of Lady Comstock's death. I mean, this is all the same day to him. He's just blacked out for a bit and just, yeah. So it's been a day for him.
Now.
It's been 3 years. But
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, it's okay. So yeah, he's just taking everything in and just being like, right, okay, I don't know where I'm going from here, but this will be fine.
So, as you go up to the statue, and as this commotion sort of calms down, Lucy stops poking the body. Henry sort of like makes sure everyone is okay. Protector, you would be the first one to see this, but above the statue, you see another banner, and it reads, "The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man."
Interesting.
So you see that scroll above the statue. The statue is just this majestic Grecian-looking. It's Comstock with beautifully sculpted beard, beautifully flowing locks, stern set eyes, and arms outstretched.
Exactly the way I remember him and exactly the way he looks all the time. He is always perfect every second of forever.
Of the time.
Because he's the prophet.
Because he's the prophet. Correct.
And I believe that full-heartedly. That's not a joke.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
When I arrive at this man... Oh, sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna keep going. What were you gonna say?
As I arrive at this statue, I go up to Protector and I say, "Who is this man?"
Protector's gonna kind of be like looking at like the statue and then kind of like hear this and just be so utterly confused and kind of turn to you and kind of almost like give you a look like you're joking, right? So he's gonna kind of just like look at you and be like, "This is the prophet."
You say that as if I should know who he is.
Yes.
But I do not. Who is the prophet?
How?
What did he do? Did he die?
No. He is our savior. He is...
Why do we have images of a person who is not dead? Could he not just be here?
He cannot be everywhere at once. Plus, we must...
He must not be very godly then.
He Protectors has sword. A hand on his sword is like... That was very rude of you. Especially in a place like this.
It's not rude if it's true. It's just accurate.
Protector's gonna have this moment of... Yeah, Protector's gonna have this moment of how fucking dare... No, not here. Not here. Stay composed. Not in this holy place. Kind of almost like... There's like a moment where you can tell you've hit a nerve of some kind, even when you're genuinely like, I don't know who he is. Genuinely, you've hit a nerve. Like, you've really hit a nerve with him. You can like see, like, he's not being stealthy about the hand on his sword. But like, there's just like a moment where he just stares at you and then just turns away and continues to look at the statue.
Bored.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I hear this interaction happening?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do. That would be a 19.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my pocket, into like a little satchel, bring out a like a little copper wire, hold it up to my mouth, and I'm gonna cast message on Protector and just be like, Rapturians. Got to remember that. We're not familiar with our ways.
That's see, the thing is, when you say that, that doesn't help. That makes it worse because he is now reminded. Oh yeah, Rapturians.
Are we about to kiss right now?
Did you say that?
No.
If you want to.
Uh,
Not in front of my god. Not in front of my god.
Iota looks at your hand on your sword and he says,
I'm sorry if I've offended you, but I do not understand your ways. I'll move on.
You will learn them
and
very
I'll
quickly.
keep walking.
He says that as you walk away. You can say, you will learn them very quickly.
I ain't very bright.
I can see that.
All right. Eternus, and then something else is gonna happen.
So Eternus, having also been present at this statue, is just kind of silently listening to this conversation.
Oh my god, he's been here the whole time.
We'll turn back to, well, actually no, just still staring at this statue. We'll say to Iota, I agree. A deity that gives no aid is no deity at all. And then we'll also turn and walk away.
He's saying that to both of you then. He's saying that to both. He's fuming at both of you. He is not happy. Protector is
He's
not
fuming.
a happy boy. He protect, but
foaming
he
at both
also
mouths.
want to attack.
Okay,
Iota
give me a hot
appreciates the
second
comment.
because
Don't you love it when you say something, the DM looks shocked for like 5 minutes straight as this conversation happens, and they goes, "Okay, let me make some notes." That's my favorite thing.
I'm just curious. Have anybody that we've well, I guess we haven't actually encountered anyone new yet. Never mind. Question doesn't apply.
oh, you're about to. So all of this has been happening. So basically, when you enter where this statue is, it's a round room. So you come in from one way. So you imagine this is the statue, right? It's Stapler. You imagine this is the statue.
Yeah.
You guys entered from here, okay? There's an entire hub of water and floating candles around the prophet. There's another room in here, so it's a way that leads into a room here. There's a way that leads to a hallway down here, and then there's another room over here. So it's like a roundabout. So, from around the statue, an acolyte, a priestess, dressed in white robes and like a white, almost a habit. She comes around the corner, like her hands in her hands pressed together, just a look of complete worry on her face. Tan skin.
Oh no.
No. She comes around the corner and she looks and she goes, "There's a commotion. Why is there a commotion in the welcome center? Who are you all?" She's going to say this to Iota as he's walking away, as well as Eternus. And she's going to be looking to all of you. Yeah, Protector, she doesn't recognize you, but yeah,
She
she's looking
doesn't
to everyone
recognize
who's within
me.
the general.
I respond.
We were from the lighthouse. The meeting was a bust. We are from Rapture.
Oh, oh, that's wonderful. Oh, we love to have new members of Columbians there. Oh, we must have a baptism immediately. Oh, I will alert Preacher Whitting. And she turns.
Well,
And
my dear,
yeets
Elias is
down
gonna
the
is gonna
hallway.
pipe up as she's going. Fuck, she left. Damn it. He was gonna try and stop baptism shit from happening immediately.
Oh, it's
no.
all right.
Okay.
Eternus will resist physically.
Yeah, that's
if
why he
needed.
was trying to stop it. Oh no, she's gone already.
Eternus
Mhm.
will resist.
She's
He will not.
needed.
He will not turn to violence unless 100% necessary. But he will not be down with that.
So, sorry.
I was done.
So, George has been relatively quiet up to this point. He's kind of just been like, I wouldn't say like sneaking along, but he's been like sticking to the shadows, very nervous. You can tell he has some bit of familiarity, but he still feels lost, although it's been some time since he's been here. But he's looking around very cautiously, and as the woman runs away, he starts muttering, "Oh no, oh no," and he's saying "oh no" while specifically glancing in the directions of Iota and Eternus.
What is the problem?
You're not from around here?
Correct.
No, that's the problem. You're not from around here.
Why is this a problem?
I don't want to be here either. Can you send me back to Rapture?
Henry's gonna pipe up. You see, the only way to get into Columbia is to be reborn, to accept our ways of life. Whether or not you accept them, well, we can't necessarily say that for sure, but the only way out is through. And honestly, going back to Rapture at this point doesn't seem to be feasible, given the state that the lighthouse looked to be in.
Is a baptism not just being dunked in water?
Generally speaking, it is more than that. It is much more than that. It is a symbol of the acceptance of the prophet and his ways.
Protector's nodding along with like all of this.
Mechanically speaking, it is dunking in water, and for those who resist, it might be a little bit of a longer swim, but
Well,
yes.
me and my friend here came from under the water far deeper than you sky people have ever been.
We've been
If that is not a
baptized.
we have been baptized our entire lives. Would you not say
Eternus-
that is more than what you are capable of in the sky?
I mean,
The
I'm
water
not
down there is
exact-
not sacred.
yeah, I'm not exactly religious. I don't know exactly how this all works. I don't remember, but I don't think they'll appreciate that.
Eternus, will turn around and face George and say, "To be present in this place, you must accept their faith."
Yes. Protector's gonna kind of look around at them as if this should be obvious and be like, yes, obviously. And kind of look at them and be like, that shouldn't be a problem. Like, yes, obviously, and yes, that shouldn't be a problem.
Fine.
Henry is going to look to everyone and go, "Here, allow me to perhaps introduce you to our way of life." And he's going to gesture up to the statue of the prophet. This is Prophet Zachary Hale Comstock. He's the one who led us here to Columbia. He's the one who led us into this ascension. He's the one who worked with the Lutece twins to bring us to this marvelous place. He's the one who brought us civilization, who brought us power, who brought us knowledge. We thank him for not only our lives, but our way of living. It is through him that we are able to enjoy the fineries of life. It is through him that we need not struggle, that we need not scavenge, as he's going to look to Eternus and Iota. And actually, he's also going to look to Lucy. You don't need to scavenge as others might, if you will forgive me. He's then going to wrap around the, or like start walking around the statue, leading you towards the right. For those of you who are following, he's essentially giving a tour at this point. You then walk into the room that's towards the right. Once I can find it. Hello? There we go. No, maybe not. Hello. Yep. You walk towards the right, and you see another glowing stained glass window. And it shows the same man, white beard, white hair, and a woman behind him. Brown hair, blue dress. And in this stained glass window, the man is holding in a swaddled cloth a baby with dark hair. The light comes streaming in through. There's a couple of steps that lead up to the mural. And there's a couple of pews. Like, so you walk through an aisle of water, and there are pews on either side. Floating candles at the stained glass mural. And underneath is a scroll that says, "The Lamb, the future of our city." Henry goes forward. He gestures up to this. It was through our prophet that we were able to receive, well, not a lineage, but, well, you have to understand, Comstock's family is a miracle. It's a miracle that his lady was seen. It's a miracle that they were able to conceive a child. You have to understand that if we see any sort of a man, he looks around to all of you, well, any creation, for that matter. Perhaps you may not be able to understand mankind, but any creation that's able to perform miracles, or even just has miracles happen to them, we will hail them as a prophet. They have otherworldly power. Surely you can understand that.
Board is going to walk up to this mural and look up at the figure and just kind of stare for a moment, and then look back down and the lamb.
Well,
Power does not equal good.
I'm gonna
I
turn
will-
my hand into a drill. What?
he's actually serious.
Is this not power? Or are you speaking of other bullshit?
Please,
Merely for show. I don't understand your ways. You speak of miracles. But are not humans made? And are they not able to conceive regularly? The fact that he wasn't able to conceive and then was seems immaterial of the fact that what he eventually was. You make no sense, strange man. But if I must be baptized, I will be baptized. I only ask that I be baptized twice, and Lucy is baptized nothing.
That's not how it works.
Agree with the protector. All citizens must be reborn into Columbia.
Who said we desire to be citizens?
What if we want
If
to
you
pass through?
want passage, the only way to pass through to the heavenly light of Columbia is to be reborn.
I have a question. I am a creation. I was created here in Colombia. Elias has created me. I have never been baptized, but I am a citizen of Colombia. Why must these people also be baptized? They are creations. Just because they did not originate here does not mean that they must follow the ways of humans. I don't understand.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, that's good. Ooh. My dice didn't betray me this week. Where's my persuasion? Scrolling up on my PDF. Ooh, and I'm proficient in that. Haha. That's +5. That's a nice Taylor Swift. That's a 22.
Nice.
Ooh. All right, let me pull up something here real quick. So, Henry is going to look at you. He listens to you. He sort of wrings his hands together a little bit nervously. He's going to lean in a little bit. You have to understand also the rights of creations, of machinations, are rather up in the air, are rather up for debate for some Colombians.
Up in the air.
God damn it, Ray.
That's idiotic. I love it.
Uh,
in the air.
He's been quiet for so long and then just up in the air.
Eternus will Eternus will turn to George and say, I will participate in this baptism, but do not mistake that for acceptance of creed.
I might be able to. I might be able to arrange something, but I will have to speak with the preacher. I'm not the head here, but I might be able to arrange something. If you wish to see the shrine dedicated to Lady Comstock, it's on the other side of this this statue, but otherwise we should be headed down towards the baptismal
I wish to
font.
see it. Would Protector have seen this before? Or would have this been
He
new?
would not have.
No, he wants to see it.
This would have been new.
As soon as that is said, he's been listening to all of this and like agreeing and been kind of giving everyone who's been resisting, he's been giving like scowls and just questioning like, why are they resisting this? Like, they have a chance to be reborn into this new life, this better life, and they're resisting it. Why would they do such a thing? And then he hears this and he completely shifts focus. Like, I wish to see it. It's very important.
Very well. He'll sort of give you a nod, like clarify, like, all right, very well, and he'll start to lead you towards the opposite side. And instead of floating candles alone, you will see floating candles at your feet, as well as lily petals. And yeah, no, I'm pointing the wrong way. Yeah.
Actually, could you quickly describe what it looks like? Because I don't have a definite, like, I don't know what the region looks
Sure.
like.
You got it. Okay, so you are going to start walking forward, and I am going to narrate this properly because I remember what happens here. Hang on a second. Okay, so yeah, as you walk around, you see just a few lit candles there. It's not many, like maybe 5 total. You go into the room, big vaulted ceiling. You see pews, no one is here. You see 2 statues of a woman with her hands in a prayer position, looking upward. And you see before you a massive stained glass window purple and lavender light streaking through. You see an altar. After a few steps up from the water, a little platform, and an altar with a book open, and a couple of candles, and you see lavender and lilies completely bedecking the entire platform. And you look up. You see a scroll that reads, "And in my womb shall grow the seed of the prophet." You look down to the altar. You see one little note that reads, "Confession." This altar is a confessional booth. You know that Colombians believe that those who wish to confess their sins can confess so to Lady Comstock.
Yeah.
She is known as the mother of forgiveness here.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that. You see flowers. You see scrolls. And as you are finishing reading all of this, you see all of the flowers. You look up, and you see this massive, massive stained glass window, purple, with Lady Comstock's face, and it's her profile of her side profile.
Mm-hmm.
And she has that ever so slight smile that you remember. And as you walk forward, you look to your right, and you see a small alcove. In this alcove is a portrait of Lady Comstock. And you see essentially a marker, like a cement marker, still in water. It's not her tomb or anything. But if you approach it, you see some silver eagles, some silver dollars placed over top of it. And the marker reads, "Forever Our Lady shall live." So all of this is hitting you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Protector is seeing all of this, and like, whilst he believed Henry, and whilst, you know, it's all been up in the air, like, this is tough. This is tough on him. This is like admitting that she's gone, and that she's been gone for a while. Like, in his mind, he's struggling. He's mentally struggling to comprehend. Like, it's been, he woke up this morning, went blank, and now it's been 3 years, and she's been dead for 3 years. And he's seeing all. He saw her this morning in his mind, and now she's dead. And
I need you.
Yeah.
To make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
with
no!
Disadvantage.
With advantage, did you say?
Disadvantage. This is a lot.
No.
This is a lot.
Oh, my wisdom's good. Oh, thank goodness, my wisdom is good.
Did anyone follow him in?
I can't get much worse than that. That's a natural 1.
Oh.
So 5
I
total.
would follow him, at least.
Board follows?
I definitely did not follow him in, because I doubt Elias would care enough to go somewhere.
So
He's
that's
probably seen
that's
at least
a total
once.
of 5. I had a plus 4 and rolled a natural 1.
So, Board, you follow in, and you're watching as Protector gazes kind of in robots. Robotic figures usually don't seem depressed or anything like that, but Protector's just seems so down. And then as he looks into this, as he looks at, even though it's not a tombstone, as he looks at this marker, he just freezes. Protector.
Yeah.
You're looking around, and the candlelight sunlight seems to grow brighter.
Oh no.
And brighter.
Oh no.
And your vision just goes bright orange.
Oh no.
However, the orange begins to disperse into rays of sunlight shining through windows of a small room, similar to a classroom. You look down and you see that you are attached to a significantly smaller body. You have human hands. You're in a crisp black and white suit. And in your hand, you have a glass of red wine. Looking back up, you see, seated to your right, there is a woman dressed in a blue dress and a white blouse, whom you recognize as Lady Comstock. Standing in front of you both, you see a mustached man wearing a black suit with a red, white, and blue tie, topped off with a top hat. He's pointing at a chalkboard, and there are multiple equations and sketches that you can't quite make out. And then he points to you. The noise is all muffled, but as you watch, Lady Comstock reaches to you, and you hear very faintly, she says, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And as soon as she touches your hand, the vision disappears.
No.
And you are welcomed back to the dull purple glow of this room.
That was a lot. Okay. That was a lot.
You're welcome.
There is one more thing. On
Hit
this
me with it.
marker, on this marker, there are not only the silver dollars and her portrait. Can I have you make an investigation check real quick for me?
Shit.
Ford, if you would like to help him out with this, you can.
Okay. I might not need
see
it.
him investigating?
Investigation.
No, I'm gonna keep back a bit and let him have his.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah.
Have his moment.
Yeah. 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
So as you approached, you did notice something amiss in the water below you. And as you look to your feet, obviously distraught from the vision you just had,
Yeah, just a little
you
bit.
see in the water, leaned up against the marker, a tape and a player. You recognize it to be a voxophone player with a tape in it.
And it's in the water.
Like it's upright, leaning against the marker, but like it's not submerged in the water.
Okay. He's gonna get up and walk away. No, of course he's not. Of course he's not gonna do that. He's going to, just like tentatively, because he's still like had this moment, this out of body experience, or I suppose in body experience. I don't know. Hard to explain. Visions and stuff. And he's gonna kind of look down at himself, see his like metal hands, and see that he's back to being what he is now. He's gonna see this. He's gonna just tentatively reach out for it. And yeah, he's gonna pick it up.
You pick it up, and you see that it is completely rewound. And there's a rewind button, a fast forward button, a play button, and a stop button.
He's going to hold it close to him. Is there any markings on it, or any like readings? Does the tape have a name or anything, or is it just blank?
It's just blank.
He presses play. Of course he does. Just presses play on it.
You hear the crackle of any old recording. And you hear in a very familiar voice that you...
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
No,
Oh,
Britt! No! No, Britt!
Here's a very familiar voice.
Oh no!
You hear
Love
a
the
very
prophet.
familiar voice.
Oh,
She's
Uh-oh.
back. She's back.
We
Lady
lost you.
Comstock.
She's somewhat back.
Lady Comstock.
She's
we
lagging
cannot
out.
Hear you.
Oh no! Wait. Hello.
You
Comstock?
Do you not
Eternus'
hear
voice.
me?
Yeah,
no,
no.
as soon as you,
we,
you hear a familiar voice.
you
it
hear a
stops.
familiar voice. That's the
Yeah.
last thing we heard.
And then stop.
You might wanna-
Familiar-
You might want to reset your connection real quick, just in case, because you're lagging a couple seconds too.
Yeah. Oh dear.
You hear Eternus' voice in your ear, like, gotcha.
Got him.
Fucking
Oh
nailed him.
my god! That's mean.
Hello?
Yeah, you're here. You're here. Right.
Welcome
I
back.
hear a familiar voice, please.
I love that on the stream for half a second, Ben became the destroyer of souls. Just
Yes,
for half
good.
a second.
Just for a quick second.
Good. All right, in a very familiar voice that you have come to love over the years, Love the prophet, for he loves the sinner. Love the sinner, because he is you. Without the sinner, what need is there for a redeemer? Without sin, what grace has forgiveness? Without the need for forgiveness, why do we need protectors? And it stops.
Oh man, you guys really messed with me, huh? When I said I
don't know what
hadn't
you're
talked
talking
about my
about.
backstory, and you said, "Don't worry, we got it planned." Oh, you really? Yep. Shouldn't have left that
there's
open.
a reason why. There's a reason why one of us is breaker of spirits and the other's destroyer of souls.
Well, yep. You've done both of those just now.
Strap in, folks. Each and every one of you players. Each and every one of
Oh no. Yeah.
Haha, I have no backstory with which to fuck with. Yeet.
you. That you know of.
Here's an interesting question. As a Warforged, can Warforged cry?
It's lubricant.
It's just oil.
I mean, like actual tears, because I'm technically cyborg, really, aren't I? Would I still have tear
You can
ducts?
still cry. You still
yeah?
have tear ducts. I'd
Okay.
say.
So then I wouldn't feel it over my metal face, but anyone who could see my face, which is no one right now. This is for the audience entirely.
Board would
Hey.
see this. Board's
Nope,
still just
nope,
standing awkwardly in the
I'm-
room.
No.
You're
he-
behind. He's
back,
behind me.
His back would be to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I'm like leaning down over this. A single tear would come from his eye and just slowly roll down the metal faceplate. I'm sorry I could not save you.
As soon as I think
That's,
Board could hear him say that. Pretty sure. Maybe.
Yeah.
He's got a high perception.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. I'm
Uh,
trying to think what he would say. Yeah. No. You say. I'm
Board,
sorry.
what's
I
your
could-"
passive? Board, what's your passive
because-
perception?
50.
He's not trying to hide this in any way. He's not.
Okay,
he's
then,
not
yeah.
even aware of that he's there. What would he say? Yeah, no, he would say that. So he'd say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I could not save you. I will go to the prophet and ask for his forgiveness. He's gonna
Yeah,
slowly
so-
place. He's gonna slowly place the tape. Place the tape back. Actually, no, is he? Or would you take it with him? I think. Do you know what? You keep it as a reminder. He's gonna. Knowing that this message was left for him. It seems like this message was purposely left for him. He's gonna take it and he's gonna put it in his pocket.
I think Board will start to slowly approach Protector and like put it.
And as he
hand
does
on
that,
his
he would kind of like, yeah, no, he would like stand up and then kind of feel your hand on his shoulder.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It is rude to eavesdrop.
I know.
It's a lot to process. I'm not quite sure my mind is making sense of it. I saw my Lady Comstock this morning in full health, and her smile as beautiful as ever. And now she is gone. It has been for 3 years. It doesn't make sense, but I'm trying to make sense of it.
Take your time.
I must find the prophet. I must go to him. I must ask for his forgiveness for failing in my duty. I need to find him. And kind of as he's kind of muttering these words, it seems like he's not, like, he was talking to you, but like as he's continuing, he's muttering to himself, and like again, like you're not there in his mind, like he is thinking to himself, and he's gonna like turn and kind of not shrug the hand off his shoulder, but he's gonna like turn and just like walk away. like and just like kind of like thinking to himself, muttering these words to himself, kind of take a look around at everything, look at the statue, and then kind of continue back to where everyone else is.
Bord will linger for a second and look up at the statue in the mural and just give a slight nod and follow Protector.
Oh
You
boy.
follow out of the room. Henry is there to greet you. And he sort of gives you a solemn nod. And he sort of holds his arm out to you to lead you out. The rest of you, you do hear splashing up from the hallway, from the other hallway. You see the acolyte come back up. Her hands are nervously wringing. Well, we have everything set up. We're anxiously awaiting you. She's way too excited about this. Come. We have much to...
It seems we are going for a swim. Any Eternus will follow.
I will go slowly with them, and I'll say, "Can someone please take the body I am holding from my hands?"
It's at this moment that the acolyte looks and goes, "Oh my goodness! Oh, bless! Oh my goodness!
How did I not see it this whole time?
Does she require baptism as well? Shall we be baptized together?
At this moment, Henry... That acting that you have, Offbeat, man, just will we be baptized together? Beautiful. Henry's gonna come out and he's gonna be like, we will take care of her. She is responsible for... We will discuss this all with Preacher Whitting. Very good. Okay, we must go down a long staircase. We have a little bit of a travel to make before the baptismal font, so please follow me. And she's going to lead you down a spiral staircase with stained glass windows, basically like a tower descending into the ground. As George and Henry sort of usher you all along. Sorry, Andrew, did you have something?
I was going to... Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all being ushered down this spiral staircase. The water is leaking down the stairs. And as you come to the bottom of the stairs, you see before you a grand hallway. Lit candles everywhere, pillars everywhere. And about maybe 100 feet down from where you are a bunch of acolytes dressed in white, all facing towards you, with their hands across their chests, with smiles that are just a bit too wide for comfort.
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna break.
Yes. Oh boy, I need time to process all of that. God.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi.
Oh, episode 2. You gave me episode 1 to just, feel things out, and then it's like, bam, backstory. Ooh, ow.
This is me as a DM.
This
This
hurts.
is me.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. We will be back in about 50 minutes, we'll say. So we'll say just around kind of past or just before. Go get drinks, go to the bathroom. That's what I'm going to do, both of those things. Yeah, hang out, have a good time, talk in the chat about what's happened so far. I'm sure some of us here will be active still, and we'll be chatting with you all in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for hanging around. To all the lovely new people that have been coming in, hello, welcome, thank you. We are doing this show every Friday.
Yeah.
And that is going to be it from us for the next 15 minutes. We're going to go take a break, and then we will be back with part 2. All right,
See you
thanks,
guys.
guys. See you soon.
See you in a bit.
See you soon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
We're back.
Hello, friends.
We're back.
Welcome back
Hi.
to the stream. It's
Hello,
fine. Don't
hello.
worry about it. Technical problems. It's fine. But yes, we are back. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in now, hi. You missed a lot. But the VOD will be available on Twitch, so you guys can go and watch that. It is up right now, and this will be going up as a past broadcast on the channel, and then it will be getting uploaded to the YouTube channel, so it won't disappear. It'll be on here for 2 weeks, and then it will go up on the YouTube channel, or during those 2 weeks, it will go up on the YouTube channel. Aaron is messing around and trying to put me off. But I just wanted to say another thing, something I forgot to mention at the beginning, and it's gone up a lot during the stream, is thank you guys for 300 followers, because we hit that during the week whilst we haven't been streaming, so thank you guys so much for that. And almost, like, we're getting close to 350 already. Like, a lot of you guys have come in during the stream. Thank you so much. Like, you guys have been amazing in the chat. So many people tuning in, so many new folks. Thank you guys. Thank you. That's really awesome to see. Hell yeah, brother. Do we have anything else? Any other notes we need to go off before we continue with part 2?
Yes, I would like to say that we've only touched the tip of the iceberg of emotional damage.
Ice skirt?
Yeah, I'm yep.
Yo.
Yep, I'm upset.
Like, Elsa's attractive, but I didn't know you were that into it.
Okay.
What are you
Robots
doing?
with emotions.
Oh.
Robots with emotions.
I skirt.
You
we're
all
putting on
decided to be
skirts? Oh shit.
Oh, we are
You all
not.
decided
No,
to be
we're
robots,
not. No.
and we
Oh, it's all
decided
going horribly wrong.
robots get
No,
emotions.
everyone come back. Come back, Karen. Come back.
Wait, but I was putting on my skirt.
No,
Okay,
get over
You
here.
don't
We're
need to
playing
do this.
Dungeons and Dragons. There's no time.
Oh,
Just
damn.
kidding. There's always time for. There's
No
always
time for
skirts.
skirts.
There's always time for skirts.
I can't
Anyway,
skateboard, but I like
let's
skirts.
bring it back in, everyone. Let's bring it back in. Yeah, I think it is time to continue. So
Get
we
back,
will head back
guys.
to our lovely DMs, and we shall begin part 2.
Great. So, as you guys have been going down the spiral staircase, you did see 3 stained glass windows. One of them had a stained glass image of a sword. Another had an image of a key. Another had an image of a scroll, for those who were paying attention. But yeah, you come down through the staircase, and before you opens up this grand, glorious room. Completely the same thing, like ankle deep in water. There's like maybe 10 steps, marble steps down into this massive room. Before you, all of these acolytes dressed in white, smiling so pleasantly at you. About maybe 100 feet down. Pillars and floating candles everywhere. If you look to either side, you see a few acolytes like praying and like almost in a trance-like state walking toward the baptismal font. Like it feels, for the Rapturians, it feels kind of creepy in here. Like this is uncomfy. Like this is why Andrew Ryan says no religion. This is probably why. Because it would turn into this. Everyone who's from Columbia, yeah, you've heard of the Welcome Center.
This is totally normal. This is fine. Pfft. What are y'all
It's the
complaining
prophet.
about?
It's fine. Yeah. And you hear, as you continue to walk down, the acolyte leads you. Henry follows close behind. George is sort of just like ooh-wooing his way through.
I'm sorry, he's doing what? No. No. I hate it.
Meme.
I hate it.
George is a meme. George is a meme. Oh gosh. I regret everything. You hear this big bombastic voice sort of going on and on about preaching. You hear this. You hear a preacher.
He preaching.
Yeah.
He really do be preaching though.
And as we willingly accept the graciousness of the prophet, we allow his gifts to flow through us all. And it's a little, given that the atmosphere is already a bit discomforting, the fact that he finishes this and it seems to have been almost perfectly timed to when you enter this region and his eyes open as you come in. And we welcome the new ones. He looks to all of you. So you all come from the lighthouse. Is that true?
That is not accurate. Several of us are Columbia natives.
He is correct. We've all traveled back from the lighthouse, but only some of us. Well, some of these folks, and kind of looks around at the foreign folk around him that are not from around here. The Rapturians. It's kind of like, yeah, only some of them. Some of us are native, and some of us need to experience.
My name
You
is
look to-
Iota. I am from Rapture. This is Lucy. She is from Rapture.
I am Eternus. I am from Rapture?
I look at you extremely confused. I'm like, where else would you be from? But Iota's not gonna get into that yet. We're just gonna pack that box up in Iota's head.
Just gonna put a pin in that.
Just put a pin in that. I'm gonna say, could someone please remove the woman from my arm and take care of her so she does not die? Please.
If you are tired, I could carry her for you.
I am not tired. I just know I cannot provide proper care for her in my current state.
You
Yeah,
are a
well,
church,
step
correct? You heal?
I can heal.
Eternus says this to the acolytes.
I'm gonna, yeah. Can I actually? I can't believe I haven't thought about this. Can I try and heal her and wake her up? Because I can do the heal.
I mean, like, I think the point is that we tried to knock her out because she's, you know, probably the reason why the lighthouse has exploded.
He's a runner.
Possibly.
Potentially.
So, like, well, she ran. So,
True, actually. You know
You
what?
also
Yeah.
run from above.
no, she ran when when we were trying to take her.
Oh.
Sus.
But
so
I am
sus,
for
bud.
I don't know
Allah.
if that logic follows, but fair.
I'm
So
trying.
you-
Okay, Ford will explain it better.
You come from the lighthouse for different reasons, one or another, and not all of you are from Columbia, and therefore you come to Columbia for sanctuary to accept the blessing of the prophet.
Henry is going to step forward and say, "If it so pleases you, Preacher Whitting, we bring before you many machinations, those who are of biological creation, of God above, and of founders and of the prophet. They are all citizens here. The machinations thereof, however, you understand that I specialize within the conversion and the spiritual well-being of mechanical beings. You understand that they require a different sort of handle from the prophet and from his glory. You understand they need a much deeper handle of forgiveness, one that only the prophet can provide. I would suggest that perhaps we maybe handle a private baptism for them, should they be more comfortable."
Prophet narrows his eyes.
The preacher. The preacher.
Preacher.
The prophet's
preacher,
here.
Yep. The prophet just bam! Okay. No, the preacher narrows his eyes. Private baptism or machinations. I'm not fond of the idea.
If it makes you
One-
more comfortable, I'm not fond of this place either.
Sort of shoot you a look.
What do you mean by that? Have you not come here for sanctuary?
Refuge. Against my will. If I could go back, I would.
She can't go back if there's nowhere to go back to.
What have you done with Rapture? Are you implying you
have done-
destroyed Rapture?
As much as I would want to change that dreadful city, no. No, I have no intention, nor have I ever thought of destroying Rapture. But it sounds as though, given your story, your way of getting there is cut off. So that leaves you here. Henry, you offer these machinations private baptism. On one condition. As I'm sure you know, I am the one who baptized the prophet. And therefore, if we are to begin this new branch of baptization, then I wish to be there when it occurs.
He's gonna sort of nod solemnly. Of course, absolutely, absolutely. Perhaps we could do so here in this pool, but without the peering eyes of the acolytes of the church. All that is needed is the eyes of the prophet of God himself and his servants, naturally. He's going to say this sort of nervously, wringing his hands a little bit, shooting an eye over to Etch, who kind of persuaded him to do this. He's kind of looking over at you, Etch, like, this is what you wanted.
We still have teachings for another few hours. Tomorrow at noon. Private baptism here. And should you not be here, we will find you. These baptisms will occur under the privacy that is requested.
Can I just ask a DM question real quick? Was it implied that because I don't think we got a solid answer, was it implied that those who are re-entering also needed to be rebaptized? Like,
No.
no.
Okay.
Okay.
He's mostly speaking to the Rapturians.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to ask that.
Eternus will kind of look and at the priest and just say, "Thank you for your grace."
What shall we do with my daughter?
I assume that she will need to be baptized now, as she does not need to be baptized in private with machinations such as yourself. Bring
May
her
I
forward.
please walk? What is it, Lucy?
Yeah, she just sort of like whispers in your ear, "I don't want to get in the water. He scares me."
She will be baptized with me tomorrow.
Are you certain that you wish to speak against this already very generous proposition? You are in a very strange predicament. Most, if not all, visitors are baptized upon entry. I am offering you a day to prepare for a private. Do you wish to go against this?
It would be unwise. Protector is going to say, and he's going to look to Iota and be like, "Bad idea."
Paul will step up.
May
And,
I please walk her to the baptism altar?
You may be
Henry's
by
gonna
her
sort of
You may be by her side. Bring her
I
forward.
take Lucy off my shoulder. I go, "This won't be very long. It'll be quick. It'll be like swimming."
Mr. Pop. She's gonna look up at you, and her yellow eyes, which are usually just completely solid yellow, for a brief moment, you see the whites and the pupils of her eyes fade through the yellow. And she looks to you, and her tears are starting to well up. She's terrified. She does not want to go with the strange man.
Henry, if this prophet is helpful to all, why is he requesting that a scared child do this by herself?
Every citizen of Columbia, every citizen of the nation deserves a fair chance, a fair potential to receive the prophet's glory. If she chooses not to, then she will stay here at the Welcome Center until she is convinced otherwise.
Etch is gonna.
I go up to the priest. I say,
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. My daughter is scared. May I go in the water and hold her while you baptize her? I don't believe there should be an issue.
Would you like to be baptized with her?
Okay.
Very well.
Protector's gonna kind of Protector's kind of in a second mind at the minute because he's very confused and like angry and unsure, but like his kind of protective instincts are starting to kind of kick in, and he's kind of starting to see this side to Iota that he didn't really see before. This very protective of being very protective of someone, and he can appreciate that, and he's kind of seeing that he's being like, oh yeah, no, she's terrified, and like, well, I mean, yeah, this can be a terrifying process, but like making it easier for her is the best thing. And he's gonna kind of step up and be like, it would be more pleasant, I imagine, if the two of you could be baptized together. I see no reason why this process could not be performed could not happen simultaneously.
I would agree.
Preacher, if you require assistance, I will offer it.
You stand back. Henry, would you take care of... And motions to Iota.
Protector kind of gives Iota one last kind of like nod, kind of trying to kind of share that kind of feeling of like, I understand and respect what you're doing, and kind of giving up your right to kind of have a private baptism to do it with her. He's kind of gonna give a nod and kind of try and and then he's gonna step back as was requested.
The preacher is going to kind of lean over to Henry. Let them be close, so they may remain in touch with one another, and we will commence this at the same time.
Yes, Mr. Whitting. Of course. So Henry is going to lead you, Iota, so he leads you and Lucy up a couple of steps. The acolytes make way, and they lead you into the baptismal font. It's deeper than just a couple steps of water, like an ankle depth of water. This goes up to about your waist. Well, Lucy, her neck, your waist, I would say, or like even your hips. Lucy continues to look up to you, like she is holding onto your hand for dear life. She still has her tool hidden underneath of her arm rather well. But she's just locking up to you, and you still see her eyes still sort of fading through that yellow, and she's just terrified, but she just looks up to you. She goes, You'll protect me, Mr. Bubbles?
Yes, I will. Just be calm. Hold your breath. Count to 10.
And both Henry is going to go behind you. The preacher is going to go behind Lucy. Yeah. And Henry is going to look to the preacher and say, "Whenever you're ready, sir."
I baptize you, and he begins to lean Lucy down into the water. In the name of our prophet, goes even farther below. Now Lucy is beneath the water. In the name of our founders, and in the name of our Lord, I baptize you. Waits for a beat. Almost
Couple
feels
of bubbles
uncomfortable.
rise to the surface.
Bring her up.
Iota, you're beneath 2 at this moment, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
It was
Sorry.
okay. I saw down.
Yeah.
That's what you'd hear.
Iota, it feels like it's been an uncomfortable moment, longer than you would expect. You feel Lucy's hand tighten on yours. And just when you're getting ready to get angry, you feel Lucy be pulled out of the water. You feel yourself be pulled out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
There. Welcome, New Columbian.
All the acolytes will raise their hands and say hallelujah to the prophet at like an uncomfortable volume. The rest of the party, you're probably like shaken a little bit.
Protector doesn't even flinch.
Yeah.
The
Lucy,
Iota?
are you okay?
I think so. Are you okay, Mr. Bubbles?
Grand.
I'm gonna pick Lucy up and put her back on my shoulder.
She gives like little coughs, but she wipes her face.
Mm.
She does turn back around to the preacher and just go, and then turn back to you.
He simply bows his head, and he looks to Eternus. You have seen the process of being baptized. Do you still wish to have a private one?
Eternus kind of sits and thinks, stares down at his feet, and then looks up, and he just goes, "All right, let's get this water on me so I can move on with my life." And he will step into the pool. Like he kind of will walk past all the acolytes and anyone, and not really realizing anyone's trying to aid him into the pool. He'll just like kind of walk in and step in and probably splash a little bit because he's just not respectful.
Henry, if you would, your machination.
Henry is going to be the one to sort of hold his arms out to you. And as you come up to him, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh God.
Oh no.
What's my perception mod? 3. So how's a 5 hit you?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You go up to him, and you see him lean towards where your ear would be.
Mhm.
But you can't quite make out what he's saying. He whispers something to you, but you can't quite make out what he's saying. He then goes back up, and he gives you a nod, like waiting for affirmation.
Eternus just kind of goes like tries to subtly, without anyone else seeing, just kind of do like a little motion, like, can you run that back?
once again, he's going to sort of like sheepishly look out to the acolytes. And he's going to lean into you again. Make another perception check with advantage this time, because now you know you're supposed to be listening.
That's way better. Okay, 22.
I don't know about you.
Go. Okay. But he's feeling 22.
He's rolling 22.
Mm-hmm.
Horrid.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Vile.
Great. You all are awful. You do hear in your ear, in his voice, you're going to hear him say, I know this goes against what you believe, but when you come out of the water, if you could just say something like, praise be, or something. It's not exactly what you believe, but to get them off your ass. He's going to lean up, he's going to nod.
Yeah, Eternus will nod and move and continue the process.
Okay, so he's then going to hold his hand up. Going to say the same thing. I baptize you in the name of our prophet, meaning you farther down, in the name of our founders, in the name of our Lord. You are submerged. Make a wisdom save for me.
Oh.
First, being a warlock.
I am proficient with that, but I still don't think it's going to be very good. My dice don't like me today. 10 total. Hope the DC was 10.
You go into the water. You close, or rather, you put the lids over what are your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a faint, in the black, you see a faint blue figure sort of emerge from the black for just a brief second, and hear a voice in your head. This means nothing, Eternus. You have not lost any value with me. Play their game. You will be rewarded. And you are brought out of the water.
As Eternus rises from the water, he casts light on his hands, holds them up in the air, and says, "Praise be the prophet!" As a golden light shines from his hand.
That's amazing.
What does that magic look like, buddy?
It's literally like a golden white light just shining off of his hands. And maybe like his eyes a little bit too.
Can I make a perception check? Because I wouldn't have seen this before, like in any other baptism that I would have witnessed. I would have not seen anything like this. Is there any way I can make a perception check or something?
Make a religion check.
Oh.
Can I make an insight to see how much bullshit he's producing right now?
Yes.
I can roll deception. I can roll
religion.
deception against that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Etch isn't rolling insight, but Etch is super confused as to how you were
19.
so easily, like he's visibly confused. It's like, this guy wasn't into this, and now he is.
19.
The water changed me.
Can I make an insight check? Because I'm like, this did not happen to me.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. If your modifier is good enough, you probably don't even need to make a check.
That's a 20.
Yeah,
23.
I got a 15 passive insight, but I rolled a 17.
That's a 23 for insight on Eternus's
And a
bullshit
19
for
on
Iona.
religion.
23 is just slightly higher than the 7 I rolled. So.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Bullshit
so one by
check.
one, Protector, you were the one who asked for the check first.
Yes.
Remind me again?
It was 19. For
Yeah,
religion.
You have, granted, you haven't seen many, what do you call it, baptisms.
Mm-hmm.
You vaguely remember seeing, like, a couple of important people's like, you probably saw Jeremiah Fink's baptism.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing like this happened. Maybe he's the chosen one or some shit. I don't know. Like, it's bullshit.
And I'm
because
aware
you've never
of it.
seen it happen. Yes.
So I'm looking at it and I just narrow my eyes. I can tell he's like just totally bullshitting.
Mhm.
Would he say anything? Maybe he would. I'll think about it.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll
come
see.
back to that. Board. You rolled over a 7, yes?
Yes, so much more than a 7.
So did
My dice
Iota.
hate me today.
So
Yeah.
I've had 3 rolls under 5 before the modifier.
yeah, he's bullshitting it. He's yeah.
Iota has never laughed a day in his life, but you hear it just a little.
Yeah.
You okay, Mr. Bubbles?
Yeah. Ford will just kind of cough to the side, and just even though he has no lungs to cough. It's just cough.
I apologize, friends.
Clever robot.
Are you experiencing respiratory issues? Need I call a
Stupid
mechanic?
robot.
It's okay, Etch. Don't worry about it.
All right then.
Acolytes are overjoyed with this. They shout their hands up.
As I know exactly what I'm gonna do. As they are doing that, and they are
They're like, how?
yeah, as they're
some women are
like
crying.
all hyping them up and all getting excited. Protector's gonna step forward, eyes narrowed, just looking straight at Eternus. I'm gonna say, "You make light of the baptism process. You make light of being
Light.
reborn."
Light.
He's
Sorry.
he's calling him
I
out.
walk-
He's calling him
I-
out.
I walk forward to Protector and I say,
Have you ever seen a robotic baptism before? am
I don't know,
no
DM,
robot.
have I?
Check.
Pardon? What was that?
History.
Nah, I feel like we're
History
a
check.
recent thing, right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
History. Ah, that's a plus 0.
Eternus looks Protector
16?
right in the eye as well and says, "No, the process makes light of me. I am changed."
I'm going to add a help action onto that and be like,
Clearly.
Is there any way to stealthily inspire somebody?
With a proper sleight of hand check.
Fuck it.
I'm going to say clearly.
Clearly, he is a remarkable creation.
I rolled a 16 on my
Okay, so am I rolling deception again?
So, real quick. So,
Yes.
you're 16. What was your 16 again? History?
yeah, history to see if I'd ever like heard of this or seen this in a robotic baptism before, I guess.
So, you've seen a couple of. Well, actually, no, you would not have. And here is why. Because machinations are created within Columbia. So, there's no need for them to really be created. You were baptized
Yeah.
prior to creation,
Mhm.
as are the other Alpha series. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you've never
Um,
seen one.
Okay, so like when he asks me that, I'm gonna be like, well, no, because this is unusual. Normally we are created within Columbia, and so therefore we are not.
You
He's
are
gonna kind of-
closed-minded then. Clearly, this is the new era.
Bored.
Yeah.
Protector doesn't
are
have
you doing-
anything to say to that. You know what? He looks up at Iota. He knows what's going on, and he knows that was some spell, and that like everyone. He looks around and he realizes with like how this is going and how everyone's too far gone, and he's just realizing that he knows the truth, and everyone else around them in the party knows the truth, but there's nothing he's gonna be able to do right now to convince them otherwise. So he gives Iota a look again of just he's angry. He's angry that you're making light of this process and he's being allowed to get away with
Yeah,
it.
mocking his religion. It's a valid
Exactly.
thing to
Yeah,
be
no,
upset
you are
about.
quite literally mocking his religion. So he is pissed. Understandably.
Bored,
So he's just
bored.
gonna again exchange this look with Iota of just like pure just anger. And he's
Bruh.
just gonna like look away from him.
Bruh.
Just yeah.
It's a bruh moment.
Yeah,
Real
pretty
bummer.
much.
Bored, what did you have to do?
Oh, I was gonna see if I could inspire Eternus because I
Oh
want to
my
reward him
God.
for that. I'm
Oh, on his
has,
performance check
like,
for the
no
second
sense
bit.
of religion. He knows of religion and like he's familiar with it, but he really doesn't give two shits about it because he's got
Yeah,
bigger
no,
things
the
to worry
doctor-
about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So he finds this funny. I want to inspire him. I don't know why. I
Okay.
just want to give him a bardic inspiration.
Now, are you doing this stealthily or not?
I was going to. I was assuming to.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay, cool. That would be a 19.
So, amidst all of the cries of the acolytes going here and like hallelujah to the prophet and praise be, you're able to slip in a little. That's a good one, old boy. In the midst, like you're able to weave it into the conversation,
Hmm.
and Eternus is able to hear it. Eternus, you feel emboldened by this. You meet Board's eye, and you're like, yeah, I mocked a religion. Yeah.
gives him the thumbs up.
Enjoy a d6 for 10 minutes. I don't know why it's useful, but just enjoy a d6.
Heck yeah.
Just give him the standard thumbs
Yeah.
up for this
Just
party.
no, not even say anything. Just like a.
The boy. I'm gonna pee. Oh, God. Okay.
Oh no.
I love everything that's happening.
This
Okay.
is great.
I
Yeah.
am making memes.
Good.
Mocking
Good.
my religion, guys. This is not cool.
So Henry is going to, after all of this happens, Henry is going to say, indeed, we have completely converted a Rapturian to our ways here today. And he's going to look to the preacher. He's going to say, now, if you will excuse us, we do have business to handle with one of the members of the Lighthouse Conference that created some strife against the prophet. If you would not mind excusing us to handle such affairs. And he's going to gesture to the woman.
The woman. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Might I speak with one of you for a moment, however?
Which one of
You.
us do you require?
You, and he motions his hand towards Protector.
He's gonna, he will absolutely, like, he's still kind of, like, fuming, kind of looking around at this unsure, and when he's, like, summoned, he kind of lets the anger kind of seep away, and just realizing duty must come first. So he's like, yep, and steps forward.
The rest may go. I assure you, this one will be along with you soon.
Absolutely, preacher. Thank you. And the rest of the acolytes are going to go, praise be to the prophet, and sort of turn around and start going their own ways.
Praise be.
So praise be.
Praise be.
Bradley.
Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna.
Good day. Good day. Good day.
Um,
Dang,
so
dang.
in this font, dang, diggity, dang.
Oh, no.
Sorry, as-
We're all TikTokers.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's
yeah,
from being a
the-
musical nut.
yeah, that's from Heather's, man. The pool, so it's the pool, and then it's sort of a tunnel that is the background of this pool. And the tunnel is just a massive brick and mortar tunnel. And outside of it is this bright, brilliant light. Henry starts to gesture to you all to sort of follow him down this tunnel. Lucy is going to look up to you, Iota, and she is going to go,
Well, we did all of this, so that means we can go into the Sky City, right?
That is what we were promised.
Please, we stay right here.
have to. If we want to get back to Rapture, we must continue to push through this city.
Into the city.
And she puts
Brit-
her arms around your helmet.
Britt,
yeah, sorry,
you're cutting out there.
Yeah,
you
your
keep
mic
Yeah,
is cutting out a little
I
bit.
saw. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna go. I mean, I don't want to stay right here. I mean, and then she's gonna wrap her arms around your helmet.
Mhm.
She's gonna go.
I want to stay right here. I don't want to touch the ground. I just want to stay right here.
Eat the child. Eat the child.
I go.
Eat the child.
I go.
So was that eat the child or eat the child?
I think that was
Both are
he,
bad.
the child.
It was
I-
yeet.
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 Okay.
I go.
You may stay on my shoulders, but when there is Adam, we must collect it. There may come a time when your feet will touch the ground, but you don't have to, as long as you don't want to.
That did
Right.
not voice through. I am so sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Bubbles.
I swear to God, I'm gonna kill that kid. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh.
Wait, am I
hate it.
hearing her say Mr. Bubbles?
Make a perception check.
Is
Nope.
Etch?
Etch has not had to like properly call Iota by anything yet, and he really has heard Mr. Bubbles way more than Iota. Is all I'm saying.
He will correct you.
I'm aware.
Oh no, now I'm excited to hear Aaron do his Lucy impression if he mimics voices.
Oh.
Mr. Bubbles.
You jest.
So, yeah. You start to be led towards the tunnel. Protector.
Hello.
Hold on. I have Protector stolen.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And
Oh.
the camera pans back to Protector.
My bad. I misunderstood.
God damn it, Ray.
Oh, you got
It's okay, guys. He's still in the air.
Still in the
Ew. Thank you.
So, the preacher, after the others go away, and they're not quite out of earshot, but they're away. The preacher turns back to you, and he's no longer proud. He's not smiling. He looks at you, and actually make a quick insight check.
Ooh. Insight. Oh, I'm proficient. That's 14.
He's mad. He looks at you. He says, "Where were you?"
You know who I am.
I didn't think I did at first. But as this interaction continued, where were you?
I don't know. Lost somewhere. It is only coming to my mind now. I mean, it's if no time has passed at all.
You were given one job, and that was
I
to
understand.
protect the lady of our Lord.
Yes.
And you don't know?
I was with her that morning. This morning, to me, understand in my mind, today is still the same day as when I woke up this morning and she was alive. There was the attack on the estate, the explosion, and then nothing for a moment, and then I was on my way to the lighthouse. I didn't know where I was or who the people around me were. I don't know these people. I don't know who they are. And I made my way back here as quickly as I could, and I was informed it has been 3 years. I don't know where I have been or what has happened to me. But
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, persuasion. Do I get anything to persuasion? +1. Okay, that's a 19. 18 + 1.
Take that as you will, hun.
Fine. But you understand,
I do.
though you are here, you have returned.
Yes.
You are branded as a sinner until you fix these actions.
I will. I will do what I can. I cannot bring Our Lady back to life. That is beyond my power, but I will do everything I can to avenge her and bring those who are truly to blame to justice and bring glory to our great prophet. And whilst I will be requesting an audience with our great prophet himself, and I will apologize to him personally for my failures. That is where I will go.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Now be gone, sinner. And he turns
Yes.
away.
And Protector doesn't resist. He accepts it. He understands that his name is Protector, and he failed. Like, you know, he failed the one thing he was made to do, the one thing he exists for now, and he failed in that. And he, like, I imagine that how Winning was trying to kind of do it, was trying to make him feel bad. He can't feel worse than he already does. He knows what he's done. Like, you're just repeating the same words at him. Like, he gets it, he understands, and he's accepting of it and doesn't try and push back against it whatsoever. He is aware that he has failed and that he will spend the rest of his life repenting for his sin of failing his task. And just hopes he can at least get somewhat forgiveness from the prophet himself. That is the only person he will accept it from.
So, as you conclude your meeting with the preacher, like the preacher of the church, you follow your way down the tunnel. You follow your way down the tunnel. You catch up with the rest of them. She's still not waking up. Sorry. She is still not waking up.
It was a big rubber ball.
When just a tiny one is a
I
big ball.
hit her again. Load second ball. I am ready.
Wait, what color is the ball?
It's blue.
Oh, so she got blue balled. Got it.
All right, I'm leaving. It's been a wonderful session, everyone. It was nice to see you. We'll see you again next week.
I hate it. I hate it.
First session we have golden shower. Second session we have blue balls.
Go to jail.
I honestly
Immediately to jail.
Can't believe you've done this.
Do not
I hate
pass
this.
go.
We're
How
having
long
a
have you
nice
been holding
time
into that
here.
joke? How long has that been sitting there waiting for it to come up again?
Oh, a while. I've been waiting.
God damn it. As soon as you said it, I was like, he was waiting for it.
Oh no.
Props to you, V.
Profit,
Wow.
damn it.
Profit, damn it.
Someone clip that, please.
Will clip. All right, cool.
I have dropped my dice tray for the
also-
second time tonight.
Oh my god. Ah,
The first time happened during the break. I will be back. There's D20s everywhere.
Step on one.
They've
You're doing
escaped the
great.
dice jail.
All right, so I will just narrate while Obsidian does his thing. So you guys go through the tunnel, and as you emerge into this bright, brilliant light, it takes a while for all of your eyes to adjust, but eventually, the bright, brilliant sunshine is cast down upon this pool. Let me get my map out. Cool. I'm so sorry for our non-USA citizens here who may not have as much. You have to. Bioshock Infinite is based heavily on America. For those who have played it,
No.
I'm sorry.
Come at me, please.
So you see 3 statues in front of you. One of them holding a sword, one of them holding a giant key, one of them holding a scroll. And these statues, one of them has a bald head with sort of like hair, like a friar's cap-esque looking thing, where like he has no hair on his head, but he still has hair. If that makes sense. Yeah, you understand what I mean. And he has spectacles. And he is holding forward one of these 3 things. I believe he's holding forward the sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it important what order they are in, or what side they're on, or?
I am
Is that gonna be
going
something?
to check. I don't believe it's important what side they're on, but I think it's important
Who's holding what?
Yeah. And I am going to pull that up right now.
Real
Well,
quick, I
maybe
just
not.
wanna say, as soon as the party's kind of out of eyeshot and ear from the acolytes, Eternus will drop the light and just, don't ever try to make me participate in something I don't want to. And I
Who's
will.
he saying that to?
It's kind of to himself, but he's saying it loud enough that everyone can hear it. He's saying it
wouldn't
just
hear it,
kind of really towards the acolytes, but they're not here anymore.
Mm.
But he's basically just like, religion should never be obligatory. As he continues to just kind of walk with the party, basically trying to make it clear to like people that actually bought into that he was totally bullshitting.
I look at Eternus and I say, you did great.
I apologize,
Good show as
Eternus.
always.
Are you implying that you took place in some kind of deception?
Not implying, telling.
So you do not
and then-
believe
And he will
the thing with
flick
which you
the light
said.
on and off and on and off in his hand to show that he has total control of it.
So you do not believe the thing with which you cried out and said.
I do not.
Would that mean that it is possible for someone to be part of an organized religion but not believe?
Maybe.
Yes.
It is definitely a thing that occurs here quite regularly. We just live under the rule, and we follow.
Especially
So people take
when you
part
force them
in
to participate.
an organized religion because it brings them what?
When they choose, it is because they believe it or they want to believe it. When it is forced, it is simply to appease those around, as I did.
And some
and-
like you had no choice.
And Eternus will turn back to Protector and say, I meant no disrespect to your religion. I meant to get it off my back.
Etch is gonna, as the conversation trails off and we begin to continue walking down, he's gonna kind of trail at the back of the party. And he's just gonna take his hand and begin to make the same light motions that he saw Eternus making, blinking it on and off. And thinking.
I feel like the Eternus flicking it on and off is the same thing as Wally doing the.
Yep.
Yes.
Yup.
Oh,
I will
boy.
bust out my Wally cosplay.
Yes, do it. Do it, please.
Do it, coward.
So yes, I do have in order. You see the statue with the hair and the balding and the spectacles holding out a key. In front of you, you see a figure. All three of these are dressed in togas, by the way, with sort of like it looks like a bob. I have no way to describe it other than just a bob, and he's holding out a sword. And then you see on your right a man with a similar like colonial-esque hairstyle holding out a scroll. And underneath on these statues in this pool, you see Father Franklin, Father Washington, Father Jefferson. Colombians, these are the founding fathers of Colombia. Rapturians, these look like just other gods, maybe. But yeah, you see a couple more acolytes like praying at these statues. You are now in a garden. In front of you is a walkway that sort of seems to arch around. Beautiful greenery, beautiful shrubs. Rose bushes are all completely in bloom. The fragrant smell of roses and flowers fills any sort of senses that any of you cyborgs have, or Elias. The rest of you, you just see acolytes just in bliss. Like, this reminds the Rapturians of, sugar, what is it called? Of the garden that actually has greenery in Rapture. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I mean, Lucas probably doesn't, but Outlaw does. Yeah. So it's just lush greenery everywhere. Birds are chirping. It's just heaven. Yeah. So you are now in the Garden of New Eden.
Yes.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
We made it, boys.
I asked Lucy, I say, would you like to walk in the grass?
Is it safe?
Why am I cutting out again? Why?
Is it safe? Is it like the grass down in Rapture?
It will probably be better than the grass in Rapture.
Oh.
She's gonna sort of like wiggle one of her Mary Jane feet down towards the grass. Like trying to point at it.
Yeah.
I only will put you on the ground should you say you want to.
Why am I not being read on this mic? I don't understand.
Because mics can't read.
It's just when I speak.
You know what?
As Lucy.
Nice, Ray.
I
Nice.
want to apologize real quick for Ray's behavior. Yes, everyone named Michael, you can read. I believe in you. All right? Yes, you can read.
What's up? My name's Jared. I'm 19, and I never
fucking learned how to read.
Just the
Love it.
worst.
We love to see it. Wow.
Do we though?
Yeah, Lucy. We don't, but we can pretend we do. Yeah, Lucy's gonna say,
I can go on the ground, but you pick me right back up if I don't want it.
Of course.
I'm gonna take her with both hands and gently put her on the ground. I'm gonna keep my hands there just in case she wants to go back up immediately.
she's gonna test it out. Like, she's gonna have her foot squished down on the grass. She's gonna look around. She's gonna squish her other foot on the grass. She's gonna go, nope, and she'll try to. she wants right back.
And then
up.
I lift her right back up, all right on the shoulder.
She hugs around your helmet and she goes,
Okay, when there's no more grass, then I'll walk.
All right.
You really
Who are
need to
these
reflect
four
that
gentlemen
shit up.
holding objects?
They look tall and old and mean.
I believe it was explained to me that these are several of the founders of Columbia.
Yes, they are the founding fathers.
Were they everyone's father? Did they birth everyone?
No,
Are they
that's
your
not...
father?
That
Elias, are these men your father?
They are the founding fathers of this land.
They birthed the land.
You really are that stupid,
In a
aren't you?
figurative sense, that is correct.
I just don't understand your naming convention. Founding father. Strange.
And so are you. So are you.
Actually, that is something quite interesting, Mr. Bubbles. I had not considered it as such.
What did you call me?
I apologize. Is that not your name?
My name is Iota. Lucy
And then
calls me Mr. Bubbles, and that is it.
You hear like clicking in the back of his throat. Mr. Bubbles. Iota. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. However, it is odd, and I had not thought of the use of this word, but founding father would seem to imply that they created this place, though with the help of each other, I would think.
Yes.
Is there a founding father for all things?
Is there a founding mother?
It would seem as though that would be the logical conclusion, as you require one father and one mother to make a human.
Or four fathers and four mothers? Where are the
Elias
four
explained to
founding
me
mothers?
as though when a human mother and father love each other very much, they
Protector's
come
walking
together.
away. Protector's fucking walking. He's gone. He's fucking gone. Protector gets the fuck out of there. He's like, nope, I am not listening to a biology lesson. Yeet.
Elias is kind of sitting back there as Etch is talking, just like, yeah, I did.
And then he explained to me that when a machinist and a wrench love each other very much, they create a robot.
Then Ford's gonna hop up and be like, no.
Oh no.
Wretched.
Eternus
Positively
will
vile.
Eternus will turn to Etch and just say, "Please go on. What else did Elias tell you?"
We're losing daylight. Let's
I
go.
apologize, but that piece of information is currently corrupted, as that was the second time I almost accidentally burnt down his laboratory.
Question: who is carrying the prisoner?
Prisoner, I think, is still
Still
Ford? Oh,
me.
yeah. Oh, Iota has it. Okay.
Over the
Tank
shoulder.
boy.
You've
My
Can't-
microphone not
there you are.
working. Sorry. If I may, Andrew, Ryan.
Yes.
As Lucy goes back up onto Iota's shoulders, she's gonna look over to the prisoner. She's gonna poke her a couple more times. Then she's gonna poke her with the pointy end of her tool.
No.
But as soon as she does, the prisoner wakes up.
Can't hear you.
Why?
I think
think
it
you go too
recognizes
loud.
this shout as background noise.
Yeah,
something like
as
that.
soon as you hit like a high enough volume, your mic just goes, "Nope, that needs to be cut for audio purposes."
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like every time Etch starts talking, just cut for audio purposes.
Yeah, you might need to bring up your sensitivity, maybe.
One more time,
Yep,
maybe.
go for it.
Okay,
Okay,
go for
let's
it.
try this again. Okay. All right. So, yeah, she goes back. She's like,
Oh, okay. Never mind. I think she's awake.
Goes and she starts rubbing this giant knot that's on, or this giant bulbous bruise that's on the back of her head. Just,
Can you
She's like,
walk?
"Mark."
Yes. Ah, yes, that is what we should be doing. Where can we take this?
Can you walk?
I think I
Oh.
can.
I also,
Grand.
it would not be best to let her walk lest she escape.
I
Again.
put her on the ground and I say, if you run, it will be the last steps you take. So you best enjoy them.
Remembering Iota earlier with his hand drill, Etch is going to look at his hand and it's going to split into its cannon mode and then rotate very quickly. Intimidation tactic.
Can you make an intimidation check with advantage because Etch is helping you?
Is Etch helping though? Is he?
I
Fucking nail her with a cannon again.
Intimidation.
I think it is helping a little bit.
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Oh my god. Oh no.
That is a 15.
No, I don't believe I'll be running.
Good.
Clever.
Give me 1 second.
Do
Oh,
Boy,
that is
okay,
missed
God.
opportunity.
We told you not to run!
He's gone.
That's it. Time to
We
watch the baseball bat. We're
told
coming
you.
for the kneecaps.
Protector pulls out
Alright,
his sword
cool.
and
All
just
right, quick before he
save
gets
him.
back, he turns and stabs Lucy. No.
Writing down a reminder myself. Missed opportunity there.
I take a shot.
So Lucy's dead.
Activate instant kill. God, missed
Oh.
opportunity.
So she looks around and she's the prisoner squinting her eyes. She kind of looks to all of you and as she looks upon all of you, she kind of tries straightening herself, tries brushing off. She's not doing a great job. She's clearly disoriented for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because a giant ball was thrown at her.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, I hate when balls
So-
hit you in the face.
Oh. Anyway. Aaron,
she-
get back here.
Keep going. Let's keep pushing
kinda-
through. Pushing through.
She stands there, but she's not. She's putting on a face of confidence.
Yeah, I'll be behind her, and okay, is it open carry here in Colombia?
Bruh, this is Republican the city.
Oh my god.
I'm being honest here. That's what it is.
For world building reasons, yes. But for legal reasons, no. Okay, so
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
So
For
like it's
legal
not
reasons,
technically
that's a joke.
legal, but it'll be looked over or it'll be looked past.
yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Correct.
I was just wondering. Okay,
So
I'll
wait,
keep,
so
I'll,
it
I'll
is or
stand
isn't?
behind
I'm
her.
confused. It is or isn't?
So for example, like if you guys were to go in New Eden Square, there are firearms stores a bunch of different places. So it's easy for you to get a gun, but if you start using a gun within the middle of the street, that's a problem.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so like carrying weapons on you though that are visible isn't a problem so long as you're not using them.
That's not as long as you're not using them, carrying a weapon on you that's visible
Okay.
is not a problem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's technically against the rules, but it's not enforced.
But no one's gonna
Yeah.
stop you.
Yeah,
No one's gonna stop you.
unless you're a robot, in which case, gotta wear your hoodie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up just behind the woman and I'm not gonna like hold her, but like just like keep like all angles like there and be ready in case she decides to run again. Even though I don't think she would at this point because Big Daddy Boy.
Also, Big Daddy Boy fast. So
Yeah, Big Daddy Boy fast. So like,
I imagine if she starts running and looks back, all she would just see is just it's just fucking Terminator run.
So she stands.
let me tell you.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you.
So she stands somewhat confident. She's squinting at those that are surrounding her. Yes.
Well, she stands, she walks. Stay in her custody, and you'll stay alive.
Now, why do I need to be in custody?
You are a suspect for the explosions that happened in the lighthouse.
And what leads you to believe that?
insight.
Technically, we are all suspects.
Yes, so why am I being singled out here? I don't...
Your behavior at the conference was most suspicious as observed, and upon confronting you while you were trying to leave, you proceeded to shoot me and say that you would not be leaving with anyone, leading me to believe that you are one, part of the plan, and two, confirmed suspicious of being part of the plan to disrupt this meeting.
So as you say that, she looks at you, and then her eyes widen as she realizes that you are the one that she shot. Oh yeah, no, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to shoot you, and I think you misinterpreted my words.
I do not care for liars. Continue.
Sense some bullshit.
Iona's gonna say, if you did not care to shoot him and shot him regardless, you do not deserve your firearm. Hand it over.
I believe I would have taken her firearm while she was unconscious.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I would have.
Good.
If she had her firearm, she probably shot it by now. Yeah, she checks it. I don't.
Now, it would be best for you to stay within our custody and keep quiet.
Can I look at her and can I do what I like to call perform a vibe check, which is use divine sense, please, to detect whether there is good or evil in there. It is divine sense is literally a vibe check. It is.
It is. It is, though.
Paladins have the innate ability to perform vibe checks at will, a certain number of times per day. But, you know.
Do for.
Okay, so perform
Why
your
not?
vibe check.
I perform a vibe check.
So, you focus on this woman, and she feels human. She's not giving off any... to clarify, vibe check is like testing for fiends, angels.
It is like the presence of strong evil residing. Yeah, it's basically like detect like whether something is specifically good or evil.
Well, that would be
you know the type.
That's celestial fiend or undead.
Yeah, celestial fiend or undead. Oh, so it's only on that, is it?
Yeah.
It's not about-
Damn
it's
it.
not
So
about,
it's
fine,
like
yeah,
you
I don't
detect
do that
emotions,
then.
You just detect
Yeah.
like certain...
Damn it. Alright, I don't do
I
that
mean,
then.
it also tells you whether or not a place has been desecrated or consecrated, which might be useful considering we're in Colombia.
Although,
Tis true. Tis true.
that's true.
Alright,
You are
yeah,
on consecrated
also-
ground right now.
That's a good vibe.
Detect good and evil is a paladin spell, isn't it?
yeah.
Primo
Yeah.
good vibe.
So yeah, okay, yeah, I'll say I've used it then. Yeah. I'll just
So
use
you
it.
don't use divine sense?
No,
So,
I mean
I'll-
I don't have any particular reason to use it. I was just gonna do it on her, but if I can't, she's human. That's fine.
Okay.
I want to then. That was
We
my
might
bad.
talk later about reworking. Well, no, because celestials and fiends do exist. Okay, never mind.
They do,
Yeah.
huh?
Say,
You guys hear
my
that?
character might be
Celestials
an
and
issue if
fiends
celestials
exist.
didn't exist.
Uh-oh.
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 Boy,
Just to get the
boy,
full
boy.
set. Uh-oh.
I've said too much.
Boy.
I've said too much.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Right.
Jeepers.
If you want to make an insight check on her, you can do that.
Sure, I will do that. I'll
To-
perform a manual
can
vibe
vibe-
check.
Yes.
So it's a
you
vibe
can
check,
do
but less
that.
flashy.
Yes.
And that was insight, was it? Ooh,
Yes.
plus 4. Very nice. 17.
So
17?
may I?
Yes, go for it.
So you were trained to read people. You know how you know that certain people give off certain vibes depending on their situation. Yeah. And as you look at this woman, you see that the way that she's positioning herself, she's afraid. She's ready to run. She is scared. But it seemed you know she's scared. Mostly about what's going on right now in front of her. However, as you look, at one point you lock eyes with her, and something just in her eyes just screams, "I'm guilty."
In her differently colored eyes, might I add.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
You see that her right eye is a deep dark brown, and her left eye is a dark green.
And what color did you say it was? So it was, one was green, and the other's brown.
One's green and one's brown.
Do I see this as well?
He then is going to step uncomfortably close to her.
Hold on one second. Board. Were you making an insight check as well?
I mean, assumably, since I'm the one talking to her as well.
Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah, sure.
yeah, make a quick insight check.
That would be a 10.
Yeah, so her eyes look like they're the same color, and she just looks a little worried at the moment.
Cool, got it.
All right, protect
Yeah,
her.
Protector's gonna step like very close to her and kind of like tower over her and be like, and just kind of look down. And just be like, you know what you have done, and you will confess. Otherwise, well, who knows what will happen to you.
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh. Please tell me I have a plus to that. So it was, wait, it was a intimidation, right? Oh,
Yes.
I have
And
plus 1. That's a 12.
let's see. Because of let's see. Iota is right behind her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you get uncomfortably close, she kind of takes a step back, stepping into Iota. And so, being reminded of his presence, I'll say that he's passively helping, so you get advantage.
Yes. Because a 12 is not going to do it.
My
But a natural 20 will.
Oh. She looks away.
21 total.
There was a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
A bomb. You placed it there?
Not me, not personally.
Then who did?
No. I don't know.
You assisted.
You say you don't know. Who are you with? Who are you working with?
Someone else.
I believe these to be questions that would be happening in proper interrogation rather than out in the open.
You have a place in mind?
Do I know where I can take her? Or we can take her to be
Um,
detained?
if Elias is not if Elias does not believe it to be too hasty, we might take her back to our lab. Elias can respond. How you guys think Elias would respond, DMs?
At this point, Henry is going to step in, and he is going to say, "With all due respect, our mechanical servantry friend here is correct. This isn't exactly a great place to be having this discussion." He's going to look around. A couple of the acolytes are still praying, but everyone with a passive perception of 15 will see that one of the acolytes is like looking over her shoulder and sort of listening in.
However,
Yes.
as Henry comes out and makes himself known, she gasps, He was in on it!"
Eternus would like to immediately try to grab
It's,
Henry.
insight check on her accusation right now.
Yes. Same.
That's probably smarter. Can I do that instead of just immediately trying to detain Henry?
Yeah.
That would be a 21.
Yeah,
will
that's
allow that,
a
correct.
19, 15 plus 4.
Okay.
Yup.
I didn't roll good enough.
So-
I'm gonna have to depend on them.
Protector? Henry was in on this. Board? No, he wasn't.
Oh,
What about Eternus?
Okay.
She's lying.
Eternus, what did
Rolled a
lying.
10.
Eternus,
I rolled a
Henry's in on
19.
this.
Okay, Eternus would like to grab Henry.
Wait. Hang on. Wait. I'm confused. Protector who rolled a 19 thinks he's in on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
rolled a dirty 20.
Okay.
And I rolled a 21.
I'm gonna just turn
Wait.
to him, looking a little confused and a bit betrayed because of what he said. What he said to him. He's just like, "Is this true? You were in on this?"
This is not true.
Eternus would like to
Protect-
Are
grab
you trying-
Henry.
Yeah, go ahead and make a grapple check. We're gonna make contested strength checks.
It's alright, guys. I have a -1.
Great.
And I rolled a 7, so I don't think he's gonna. That's a 6 total.
Yes, he just you go to grapple him, and he just takes a quick step back, sort of pressing like he's now up against Father Jefferson's statuette.
Everyone,
I had nothing.
let us not contest here. If we argue and fight here, I have a strong feeling that we will not be treated nicely. If we would like to discuss
agreed.
further, we must find a secret place.
Is she still pointing her finger at Henry?
No, she's grabbed her cloak, and she says, "Look, we wear the same thing. We're part of the same organization. I know what I'm talking about. He is in on
I'm
this.
going to.
I tell you,
going
I'm
to
not the
drop
only one
her,
in this."
And I'm going to grab her by the mouth.
Oh.
We do not do well with liars. Not trust a word that this wench says. You will do well to listen to us in future. And I'll let go.
Can you make an intimidation check?
Of course.
Eternus, by the way, like sweeps at at Henry, and then after hearing Iota point out, "We're in public, don't fight," Eternus will kind of think about what he's doing and repoise himself.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. V.
that's a 1 for an
Okay,
intimidation check.
I'm not shitting you right now. Okay, I rolled my white dice. Is there any way I can move this so that
You can take a
it
photo
doesn't-
with your phone and show it to it, and like text
I
it to
can
us.
do that. Yeah,
There
I
you go.
can do that.
Yeet.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to Bioshock.
Grade.
What have you done?
Send it
to-
I
send
it to our
can't
group
see it
chat.
because I can't look.
Okay.
You can't look at your phone?
Oh wait, no, you're right. I can look at it on my phone. Sorry, I put my phone
In
away
Bioshock.
during the session.
Yes!
Yeah, let me look. Let me
What?
look.
That's beautiful.
She on everyone as well.
Look
That's
at
a
that.
one. That's
I
a
can't
one,
see it. Wait,
baby.
where did you put it?
Oh,
Where
my
have you put
phone's
it?
not gonna.
It's in the
adapt.
Snapchat.
Oh, it's in the Snapchat. What?
It's a natural one.
For our audience, yes, there is the natural one. It's right there.
There it
It's
is.
beautiful. It's sexy.
Oh,
Also,
no.
say hi to
My
yourself.
intimidation modifier is +4. So if that counts for anything.
So she just nods as you pull your hand away. All right.
I will turn to Protector and Eternus as well. Believed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do not believe her. She's merely trying to get out of a harmful situation by blaming anybody who she sees fit.
I must admit that would seem rather odd. Kind of looks to Henry and just kind of like gives him a look, looks back like, I am inclined to believe you if you believe so.
As you look to Henry, he gives you a look that you have not seen on him yet, but it's a look that sends almost a chill through your gear work. Something about it, it's menacing. Something in his eye looks menacing.
Jotaro.
Dio.
Oh.
He's going to look to you, Protector.
Yeah.
He's going to sort of smile a little bit. He's going to look to this woman. What is your name, dear?
I'm Dorothy.
Dorothy. It's a lovely name. I have an aunt named Dorothy. Come, let's all walk in the garden. And he's gonna hold out his arm towards one of the paved paths that's like cobblestone that lead up through the garden.
Yeah.
He's gonna put his hand on in the middle of Dorothy's back and start to lead her. And look to the rest of you and sort of nod for you to follow.
Alright, I think,
Yeah. I will kind of like go up beside Eternus, and while still looking forward and while walking, just be like, do not act so hastily until you figure out the complete truth. Just a note here in Columbia.
The woman, she's still walking beside Iota, right? The traitor woman, the woman who planted the bomb.
No, now she is. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, where's she at?
At this point, she's walking beside Henry.
Beside Henry, okay. Alright. Just wanted to keep track. My brain was keeping track of the scene.
So the way that, I guess the marching order is that Henry and Dorothy are walking together. And for those of you who want to sort of fan in this group to overhear, you definitely can. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. But yeah, Henry begins to talk. You see, my dear, if you truly are a woman of the cloth here, if you are a woman of the church, you understand that everything within Columbia must be protected. So I understand if you need to keep anything close to the vest, anything close to your chest. And I understand that if you are under attack, a natural flare of a reaction is to point to those who are closest to you. He looks back to all of you. All of us, at one point or another, within the past hour or so, have pointed the fingers at one another. It is only human. It is only natural. Even if you are not human, it is only natural. He's going to turn back to Dorothy. He has now begun to lead you all down a path. Some of the acolytes are still like, at one point he'll nod to some of the acolytes. The acolytes will nod back to him. He then leads you all to this little corner pool. It's a little tiny pond-ish area that's in a corner. It's kind of secluded with some shrubbery. He's going to lead her and gesture for you all to follow. I was mentioned. Why was I mentioned? Okay, cool. Yep. Yeah. He's going to lead her towards the pond. And he is going to say, but you must understand, my dear. If you point your fingers at the wrong people, that throws things off balance. And everything must be balanced. The Prophet has made it so. He looks back to you all. Would you not agree that the way things are at this moment, the balance is very delicate? Rapturians and Colombians within the same city. That in itself throws the balance off kilter. Yes?
Indeed.
Indeed.
She
Yes.
tries taking a step back.
He's gonna grab onto her arm.
Oh.
You want to make a contested strength check.
That's an 8.
18.
Iota is going to bear hug her like from behind and just like grapple onto her. With a do I need to make a strength roll for that?
Can you even roll lower than an 8?
No.
I don't know.
I
Let's
can't.
find out.
I rolled a 15 plus 16. No, 17.
Yeah, no, she's stuck.
He's gonna look up to you, Iota. Thank you, my Rapturian friend.
He is going to now pick her up and put her over his arm and tell Lucy to not
Do not harvest her. She is alive.
If you wouldn't mind, I have an idea to handle things with this woman. If you would not mind putting her back down, I think we can handle this together.
He puts her down. She puts her down very slowly. Keeps a hand on her back.
He grabs onto. Sorry. I got an idea. Sorry.
She does try pulling away a little bit. Sir, I don't understand. I am a devoted like you.
And you're devoted, my dear. Which is why this shouldn't be a problem for you. The Prophet needs servants. Yes?
Eternus is going to kind of interrupt, kind of being concerned about this situation and step between them and not fully intercede, but just kind of put his arm between them and say, do not harm her. We need more information. You do not plan to harm her, correct?
Why is my sound not working? No.
Can I insight that?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, Eternus is also going to... Nope, dang it. It's off the table. Hang on. I gotta
22.
reroll. Not even gonna look at what it was. Okay, 15.
15?
22.
Cool.
Yeah.
22. Yep. He looks to you. You get the sense that he's not planning on harming her. What he has in mind for her is to her benefit.
Oh.
Oh, that's even scarier.
Oh.
That makes
And
it,
he-
in my mind that's hey, you're religious, right? Go meet your god.
Oh no.
Okay, alright, continue. Yeah.
Go for it.
Eternus is going to okay, so here's what Eternus is going to do. He's going to lower his arm, but I do want to ready an action here. If he makes any move to physically harm her, Eternus will begin combat, and will intercede physically. Now he's also on 1 HP, still scorched from the explosion, and just barely conscious. His eyes probably flicker every 20 seconds.
Oh.
So
I have killed.
so he probably won't do well,
but
but
it won't help because you're a robot.
yeah.
It's okay.
A robot.
I mean,
Right.
once we rest, I'll be able to heal. The problem is my main healing resource that can heal both myself and Edge is currently depleted.
Yep.
Alright, okay, cool. Keep going.
But yeah,
So,
yeah, basically there.
Mm-hmm.
the vibe that you get is it's going to be for her benefit. So he looks to her and says, "If you wouldn't mind, my dear, stepping into the pool."
Oh no, bad vibe.
And he sort of gestures her / pushes her into this pond where she's still standing upright. Now, You must understand, he begins rolling up his sleeves. I'm going to pull up something real quick. You must understand that balance is required in our way of life. You, my dear, are a source of imbalance. For those of you with a passive perception above 10,
Yep.
You see sparks begin to ignite at his fingers.
Bad vibe.
No harm, no harm will come to you if you give us truthful information. Do you have quarters that reside here in Columbia?
I do. Yes. Yes, I do.
Great. That's a 15.
That's a 10.
Great.
You do.
She do.
She really do have quarters, though.
She really do have quarters. Very well. You will direct us to these quarters, and on the way there, you will provide us every and any bit of information that is of use to not only my newfound friends here, but to the Colombian state and to the Prophet's family. If not, you will be seen as a traitor, a disgrace to the cloth, and you will be rebaptized. Are we clear?
She looks past all of you. Says, "No," and she starts running.
Well,
Done.
Is where we're going to end tonight's session.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh.
Y'all people, I just want to say,
That's a lot.
people. I came into this campaign with like, Etch is a blank slate. He's gonna learn whatever the people around him are teaching him.
Oh no.
Oh, you.
All I'm saying is coming into session 3, she's gonna be taking a lot of attacks of opportunity, huh?
Yeah, she probably is.
So
I
depressing
genuinely
from
literally
today.
readied an attack. I literally readied an attack.
I also
Oh,
have
my-
the Sentinel feat. It should be noted.
Oh boy.
So she's gonna be because we're all right there and we're all gathered around the pool. So she's gonna be taking what, 7 attacks of opportunity? The 6 from
I'm not
us and then
attacking,
1
man.
from
boy.
Henry.
And
I
if
don't-
I
That's
I don't-
7
if I
attacks
hit her
of
with an attack,
opportunity.
if I hit her with an attack of opportunity, her speed drops to 0.
The,
Is that because
The
you
action
chop her
I
fucking
read is-
legs off?
if we
Huh?
okay. Actually, before we keep prepping for what we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
do,
should probably
wrap
talk
up
Yeah,
to
here.
the stream.
Yeah.
Stream.
Do our quick wrap ups to our stream.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was great.
Um,
Thank you guys for tuning in, all the lovely new people. We had so many new people today. Thank you. I
Yeah.
believe, if I look, according to the according to what the stream manager is telling me right now, exactly 350 followers. Guys, that's amazing. Thank you so
So
much.
dope.
You guys are
Yes.
awesome.
Yes,
Thank
love
you.
to see it.
You guys are great.
Sweet.
I love
Thank you
it.
to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to all our amazing players, and of course to our 2 lovely DMs who have been doing an amazing
Fabulous.
job. As
Absolutely
Lucas said
wonderful.
in chat before, seeing the 2 DMs roll against each other is just
So cool.
amazing. It's
chaotic.
so good.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
Fucking love Juliet.
The-
And these
the
two
literal-
Juliets, they're awesome.
The literal moment where you guys didn't even have to say what you were. Just that's a 15, that's a 10. It
Yep.
sent chills down my
Yep.
spine.
Yeah.
I was.
It was just like
That was good. All right, but before we get
oh.
too far off track, no,
Yeah.
that's been today's stream. If everyone wants to go around and
Just
yeah,
yeah.
say their names and such again, so people can work
Aaron,
out
you
where
gonna
to
say
find you
something?
all.
Oh no, if we're going into tags, I can say it after tags. You're good.
Yeah, just real quick. TikTok at gingerly.bernisla. Twitch at Dungeon Mancha. That'll all wrap back together. You'll find me on the D&D Moms channel, DMing the Willy Wonka one-shot. I'm going to try to get my Twitch channel up and running. Yeah, I'm here every Friday night. I'm here for some one-shots on the D&D Moms channel. I'm on TikTok. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Yep.
Hey, it's Ray. Small Warlock, SMOL, Warlock on TikTok. And on TikTok, you can find a link to my D&D West March game based in Ravnica. Wonderful game. Come check it out. We welcome everyone. It's a great place. That's all I got.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I
Offbeat,
guess
you're
I'll
up.
go. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
Offbeat, you're up.
Hi. I am Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on TikTok under that name, Offbeat Outlaw. I'll be making funny skits. You can also find me on YouTube under Offbeat Outlaw. I've been on there for a while. You can watch me do Let's Plays, or you can go and watch my new stuff, which is me doing what I'm doing on TikTok, but sideways. So,
Honestly.
yeah, that do be that. I'll
Ben, you wanna
pass
go?
on to V.
Okay, we can go too.
Yeah, no, I'll go last.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go. So yeah, Adventures of Mr. V on TikTok. Yeah, I'll be here every week on this weekly campaign. Don't got much else going on, but like, woo.
Heck yeah, go follow that boy.
I am Aaron, Obsidian Olive, pretty much everywhere you can find me. I'm gonna be here tomorrow, 1 hour later than our normal starting time, because our sorting campaign will be starting at 3:30 EST tomorrow.
Yes.
Make sure to tune in, because that is our flagship campaign. As much as we love Shazam Presents Bioshock, everybody should also go watch both our campaigns, because
Yes,
we love
please do.
lovely people. Passing it over.
I'm Lucas. Lucas is stressed on TikTok. You can find me here, Twitch TV/the D&D Mom and Twitch TV/Arcane Adventures. Follow those channels, and you will see pretty much every time that I show my face on the internet.
Beautiful, and that comes right back down to me. Hello, Ben does D&D on all the things except Twitter, which is slightly different. My main thing is TikTok though, and also here on Twitch on the This Show is a Mimic channel. I am also in the same campaign with Aaron tomorrow. Our flagship campaign, the Sorting campaign, which is DM'd by Birdie. We'll be going ahead with a regular episode. We did have a one-shot last week, which was Canon to the World. But episode 5 will be happening tomorrow. Birdie is going to be phoning in. I will be hosting again, so things may be a little bit all over the place, maybe not music and stuff. But yeah, no, regular episode tomorrow. It's going to be really, really fun. On Sunday, you can catch me over on twitch.tv/Dice Cream Sandwich for the third and final one-shot in the trilogy of the Prince of Frost series. You've probably seen some of your favorite TikTokers in some of those. The 3 groups with like 1 million different people in them. So great. We're going to be having our final episode.
Trilogy?
We're all excited about it. So yeah, come find us on there. I think that's everything for me. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you just come back and watch this show. Come back and watch the show tomorrow. And then Sunday we got the show over on Dice Cream's channel. Lots of stuff. Lots of D&D this weekend for me.
May I just petition that the symbol for this campaign is just a thumbs up?
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yes. Thumbs up, everyone.
The amount of quotes that I
Thumbs up.
took today from people for Etch's voice recording section that have a thumbs up in parentheses included with them, too many. Too many.
Amazing.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
okay.
it from us. Thank you very
Let's
much,
sign off.
guys. We will
Alright.
see you all tomorrow, next week, whenever you next tune in. We love you all. Thank you very much. We will see you again soon. Bye, friends.
Thumbs up.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
And I'm not out. Hello. I'm still talking. Hi, stream. Goodbye.